One, and we should be going. So, welcome back, everybody. Rime of the Frostmaiden. It's been a while. We do remember what we're doing, thankfully. So, to catch everybody up, what you were doing is you're trekking across the tundra once more and going to a place that was marked by Valine harp spell to find somebody who might be able to tell you how to end the endless winter. And that is over here. This big red circle on your map. And I believe that you were here at this.
Yeah, we made it right around to Kelvin's cairn.
And you had camped for the night, I think, is what we left off on.
Can't remember. That was the like the lab that we found the one guy's remains in, right? With the
Kelvin's cairn.
sunstone.
Kelvin's cairn
No,
was the
this
mountain.
thing.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah, the black cabin was. That was the.
Yeah.
There's
The
now
place where we.
Go ahead.
It's like that's a place where we got that sun god blessing, and I got disco.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's right, you do have that. I kind of forgot about that. Well, this random encounter won't be a problem then, so. But
Ominous.
you have rested through the night, so you should have all of your stuff, hit points, spells, and everything. And you can begin the rest of your journey. What would you like to do? You're going to be walking right past Caer Koning, so if you would like to stop there, you can.
We good to stop, or do you want to keep going?
Is there anyone we need to see in Caer Koning?
Ron just
Can't
shrugs.
remember
He's got nothing.
Can't really remember who we know in Caer Koning.
Pull up Caer Koning.
Wait, that's not the one where we. Shoot, that's not where the cult was, right? That's further south.
Believe so.
Yeah, Caer Koning is. Let me see here. It's the one where the Northern Light Inn, where you brought their magical light.
Oh, that's where we first started encountering the Dwargar.
And where you first met Valine. So, other than stopping at the inn, there's really nothing there of interest. Caer Dineval is where the cult was, and is now not because you killed the shit out of them.
So then are we good to press on if there's nothing interesting there?
Good to go.
Okay, so I'm going to say that you get past Caer Koning, walk by it, like, so you get up kind of early, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
So you walk by Caer Koning around noon. And you can start crossing the river if you'd like, or you can go up to where there's the lake here. Or you can go up to where it's only like a river.
Probably safer to try and cross at a shallower point just in case.
Okay.
A lot of it is frozen, right?
Yeah, just in case though. You never know.
I'm just gonna grab one of yous. gonna grab Mug. I'll have Mug be.
Perfect. Our rightful leader.
So you get to about here during the day, and you notice that it's getting darker. Somehow, even though it's always dark, it gets darker because it's starting to snow heavily.
Ruh-roh.
There is a blizzard coming. Would you like to continue pressing on, or do you want to stop and see if it ends?
We haven't really had good luck in trying to push through blizzards, right?
None of us are experts at this sort of thing, so yes, my vote is hunker down.
Yeah.
That's a good choice.
Okay.
Gotta find some place.
That actually changes what's going to happen for you guys.
Oh.
Oh no.
Well, it might be a good thing. You don't know. So you kind of hunker down, and the blizzard gets slightly worse, but not by much. It looks like it's going to blow over faster than some of the ones you've been in. And you hear, like, would somebody like to make like a perception check to see exactly what you hear?
I've got big ears. I'll do it.
Like, as soon as somebody
Unless,
hears it.
unless someone else probably has better
I mean,
perception. I've
I
got,
have +6.
yeah, I've got
That's the same as
4.
mine, +6.
Ufakori has +3, but it advantage.
On these conditions, I don't know how well eyesight's impacted.
Yeah, it's mostly like if you have something that does hearing.
Oh, yeah, there you go. All right, 16, pretty good.
I mean, I don't want to.
No, it's all good. It's a good roll.
Sorry.
Well, you'd all be able to hear this as soon as it's just that Ophikoria seems to hear it first. Like, she perks up and looks off into the distance. And you hear this weird kind of cackling noise.
Oh,
Like a laugh, but not quite.
Well, someone's having a good time.
And then they get cut off abruptly. And then there's kind of like yipping. And then there's crunching.
Would any of us know that sounds like gnolls?
I will go ahead and volunteer the no on my end, but everybody else, if you wish to try.
You can roll a history or a nature for that to figure that out. Just so I know how, like, what kind of knowledge your guys are working with.
I'll go with.
I have a
nature.
+4 to history, so
Okay. It wasn't
Much
a high.
better. Yeah, it's all the same for me.
Yeah, you would all
Once again,
know.
Joggin being the weird nerd.
You would all know that is what gnolls sound like. You've all like run into gnolls before. That is what they sound like. The yipping sounds like when they're getting their ass kicked. The giggling sounded like they were sneaking up on somebody and they were going to ambush and eat them. It sounds like it's not going their way.
Should we go check that out? I
think
can send
yes.
Ufakori ahead of us.
what are they doing this far north?
I don't think it's the dragon, do you? Because that would definitely be enough to scatter some gnolls.
It's funny
Oh,
you
wow.
say
So-
that.
I don't think the gnolls would be that foolish as to take on a dragon.
Again, Ophikoria perks up, looks into the distance where those yippings were coming from. It's now dead silent. Except for a heavy thud every few seconds. It's coming
Does it
directly
sound like-
towards you.
I cast
I think I
silence.
told it. You see Joggin mouthing, "I don't have telepathy anymore."
You do. It's just a smaller circle.
No, I thought I gave the crystal back.
You did, but you still have.
Remember, you got a limited boon out of it as a reward.
Oh, okay, right.
Cole's gonna make motion as to we should hide,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and then I'm going to roll stealth,
Yes.
or I'm not.
Jeez.
It's my usual rolls.
Mug is going to take the shape of a rock. And I will roll stealth as well. We are under silence, so whatever that impacts things. Wow, twinsies.
Maximus is
I
going
guess
to
I
do
should
badly.
roll for Corey as well.
Wow.
Twins.
But she's
no.
at, oh,
Okay.
Oh no.
Right.
3 8s and a 1.
So we just shouldn't try to do anything. Good to know.
You're all
I
just
have silence up, so we aren't making any noise at least.
It's been lovely knowing you all.
You're all just frozen in.
We'll die quietly.
It's Joggin disappears into a snowbank like Homer going into a hedge bush.
There is silence, again, because now you're under silence and you can't hear where anything's coming from. But you can see through pitch black with white going by your face during the blizzard breeze. You can't hear anymore, but you can feel it cutting through you still. And then 2 spots of blue light, like 20 feet in the air, start coming closer towards you. And eventually you see the outline of the ancient white dragon that you saw before. You can barely make out the person on its back. And it seems to be scanning here and there. You can't hear it, but you can see, you're close enough to this thing that you can see the nostrils flare open. And you can feel as it opens its mouth and rumbles something. You can't hear what it's saying, but you can feel it talking. And it swings its head and looks directly at Archifex. It looks right at Maximus.
Okay. I will drop the silence, just in case. There's parlaying happening here.
Does anybody understand Draconic?
I believe...
No.
Nope.
Alpha Korea can understand common and draconic but can't speak.
Well, she'd be able to kind of translate.
Translate at least.
So it takes a minute to fully understand what she's saying, and she goes, I can see you there. I can smell you
Jogging's just like,
there. Little cold one.
Jogging.
I think he's just going to. I think he's just going to raise his hands so this dragon can see he's not wielding any weapons. We mean you no harm. We're not your enemies.
And you watch as the mouth like splits open in a grin, and the remains of what it just ate dribble down through its teeth.
Hmm.
Even if you meant harm, you could do none. Luckily for you, I also mean no harm.
That is good to know.
She like swings where you're hiding, Joggin, because she has a really high perception. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a little fart of fear from inside the snowbank. No, but he's just like slowly pop out because Opakori would, say through Opakori and just that thing staring at him. It's just like, yeah, hi. Mm,
It's the second time I've run into you.
not by our choice. We're trying to give you plenty of personal space.
She just, again, there's like a hacking cough that you can only interpret as laughter.
She's speaking common now.
Yes, it's
Okay.
kind of terrifying common, actually. Once she heard Maximus speaking in common, she's like, oh, okay, you can't understand me. It's dangerous out here. For many reasons. Why do you skitter around so?
She asking Joggin specifically.
She's asking all of you.
We're seeking to bring an end to this. The endless winter.
So as you hear Joggin go, a white dragon probably likes the endless winter though.
Hey.
I don't actually.
Oh,
The cold is nice, yes, but if there's no break, little things like you tend to leave, and there's nothing to eat. And she lifts her wings, and you can hear them creak and crack as she like shrugs off all the ice that's accumulated. Don't worry.
is
I won't
she working like a
interfere in that.
windbreak?
Yeah, like there's no wind hitting you anymore because she's standing in
That
front
big.
of it.
Yeah. And Joggin goes, oh, that's kind of why we're doing it too. Everyone's starving.
The cold is good, but food is better. Don't worry. Little snack. I won't interfere in your business. I just find it interesting that I keep running into you.
Oh, have you run into us more than twice now? Because that would be kind of terrifying to think about that we didn't notice you.
She there's that weird, horrifying reptilian grin on her face again. I'll just leave you to think about that.
Joggin is his complex is growing.
And then she backs up into the blizzard until she vanishes. And you hear something huge kick up into the air.
Whoa.
Fantastic.
Well,
Yeah,
we should be grateful she wasn't hungry
Or
anymore.
yeah. Um, you know, at least, you know, Jackie's not even sure how to say it. It's just like, you can be a little thankful that we kept the dragon from invading her territory skies, but, hard to bring that up.
Yes, mentioning that we have dealt with a large dragon before probably would not have gone over well.
No, I mean, just like saying it's like, here, this was a favor we did for you too, because, I'm sure she would have come to blows with it too, eventually, if it had escaped.
Hmm. In my experience, predators rarely care about favors perceived by those lesser than them.
Either way, that is a hypothetical we don't have to deal with now.
Yeah. Shall we continue?
Carefully.
The blizzard is letting up now that she's taken off.
Oh, she was the blizzard.
Mm-hmm.
It's an ancient
Regional effects.
How many blizzards have we encountered?
You?
several.
I mean,
Five? 5 or something?
They couldn't all be her. The
some
weather
of
is
them were
just
probably
shitty.
natural.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Not all of them, but we can't say that all of them weren't her. She did say
Yeah.
she's just going to leave us to think about how many times she's seen us without knowing it.
It's more fun if you don't know.
Yeah. Yeah,
That could be just her messing with me after I put that idea out there.
True.
Also, it's just fun to be a dragon and watch your players just kind of go, oh, fuck. But after that, you can travel for another few hours. You get across the river and find a path down and around into the hills. And then it starts getting, like, natural dark. You can tell that actual night is coming. Oh yeah, that's right. You didn't lose any of that either, so you...
So it's back up 210 if it was lower than that?
Yeah, it's back up 210 if it was lower than that.
Thank goodness. Not that it matters all that much.
So it is now getting dark, like actual night dark. Would you like to stop or would you like to push on? Because it looks like on your map you're not all that far away.
I prefer getting someplace during the day than stumbling around someplace at night without seeing,
I could see fine in the dark, but
I mean, so can I.
It is best to approach
I
a place
cannot.
rested.
I cannot see in the dark, unfortunately, though I can create light. So,
I suggest we rest. Best we approach it as fresh as we can. There's no time limit for this.
Okay. Would you like to put out watches for me? Who wants to be first, second, and third watch?
I'll be first watch. It'll be lightest then.
Okay.
I could take second.
I will bring it up to the rear.
All right.
Ophicoria can assist her out.
Okay. Then go ahead and roll a perception for me, Maximus.
Alright.
Okay. So after everybody gets settled down, and it's been like maybe 1 or 2 hours into your watch, you hear this weird garbling screech off into the distance. But even though you like sit up and take notice of that, you hear it again, and it's going farther and farther away from you. It kind of sounded like an elk bugling, but not quite. Not entirely sure if it is a elk or not. Have you guys run into Peritons?
We fought them before, yes.
Yep.
This new character hasn't.
So Maximus would eventually come to the conclusion that no, that's a Periton. It doesn't seem to be coming closer to you, though. It seems to be going farther away. But they are around.
Noted.
But other than that, your watch goes without further incident.
Okay.
Was it Joggin or
Joggin.
Yeah.
Joggin said next.
And I'm just gonna inform him, be careful out there. There's a Periton flying around. Not near us.
Oh, lovely.
I heard it flying away. So I don't think it'll be bothering us, but keep your eyes open.
Good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, you've set up by these in between kind of a valley. So there's rock walls on either side of you, all covered in snow still, so it's just kind of white everywhere around you, so you think it just flew over you without noticing.
Nice. So Joggin has a 0 in perception, but
We have Ophicoria.
yeah, should I just have her roll the perception because she's got all that advantage stuff?
If you would rather, yes. Okay.
Well,
At one point, she kind of hunches down and goes white and looks up at the rock face, and you hear something scrape against the top of the rock wall, and a couple stones fall down. Then you hear the sound of wings flying away. Those were feathery wings, not dragon wings, so they
yeah.
She's not here to terrify the shit out of you. There's something else here.
Joggin does have the Warlock invocation for the super dark sight. Ophicoria also got dark sight of 60.
Yeah, you didn't see anything except for a vague shape in the night sky.
Did it sound like a Periton fly over?
It didn't make any noise except for the wings beating, and you know that Peritons have feathered wings and not leathery wings.
Yeah. Wait, so they were feathered wings, I heard? Sorry, I'm just...
Yeah, they were feathered wings you heard.
Okay. So, Juggin's gonna hope that was just a Periton or a giant owl or something, and need you to keep watch silently.
A few more hours go by. Nothing else seems to be around to bother you. But Ophicoria doesn't stop looking at the top of the rock wall.
Could I send her up there to take a peek?
You can send her up there if you would like.
Yeah. Um, he's going, yeah, matching the color of the stone and stuff.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, now it's just like a button push to roll to yourself or to the public. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So she creeps up to the top of the rock wall and peeks over. And there is a shoved backward back into the rock wall. There's kind of like a ring of stone covered in like pine tree branches. It's very clearly a big nest,
Oh,
and there's very clearly a big peregrine sitting in it. It turns
Whoops.
around and looks around. It does not see Ophicoria.
Well, we certainly picked a great spot. Okay. Just gotta. You know what? Just not gonna risk the stealth thing back. Just gonna do that familiar dismiss and then resummon her in my lap and just be like, okay, we're just gonna be quiet for the rest of the night. And, yeah.
You are aware that it's
Just
there.
thinking, great, how are we gonna get out of here in the morning?
You are aware that it's there, so you can take steps to do that. There is one more watch.
Yeah.
If you would like, you can wake everybody up and you can leave now. But you wouldn't get the
I'll
full
wake up.
rest.
Yeah, I'll wake up Algren first and console him. Just, Algren, there's a cuttlefish tentacle like over your like making sure you don't talk as you hear Joggy goes, need quiet.
Not thrilled about being
telepathically.
gagged for a moment, but he does give you
And
a
then-
quiet little nod.
And then cuttlefish squirts back or flies back, but just telepathically. So earlier tonight, Maximus heard some like puritans flying around. Might have thought I heard that maybe, but sleeping. But lights up. There's a Perryton in a nest like directly above us, roosting.
What this Periton is, describe it. Do you think we could handle it?
We handled a small flock of them before, and Joggin will do a minor illusion.
Ogren just kind of looks the creature over. How big are these things?
Were they bigger than Cole?
Above game, they are counted as medium creatures, but they are bigger
Yeah,
than
like-
Cole.
Yeah, a bit bigger than Cole. Maybe not, maybe about as big when he goes, But, I mean, probably roosting on an egg or a chick or something, and knowing how some of the birds get around when swooping season rounds. I don't know if we want to be here too long, but it hasn't noticed us. And if everyone can maybe continue to sleep, maybe we can escape later.
Or you risk it swooping down on us as with our backs turned. Especially if you've heard potentially more than one. If you've handled them before, it might be best to ambush it while it's there. Though I have to admit, it just looks, and I'm gonna have to roll a wisdom thing for him to see how he does here.
Go for it.
Oh no, a 3. There it is. You can faintly see his eyes milky white, kind of translucent eyes light up a little bit as he's looking at this illusion. I want it.
And like jogging, like as soon as he saw that, he was about to ask, and he goes, "I was originally going to say that."
Go fight it alone if need be. I can buy you all time to get away.
No, no, this is something I think that everyone likes being a group project, but
Your choice. I think I could handle it. I've got 3 other companions with me. I can use any of them at any time. I think I could handle one of these creatures easily enough. I only have 3 vessels, so that likely means I'll have to load one of them. Just looks down. I haven't had time to get attached to the new one yet. I largely did that to buy us time during the battle.
oh, the method.
Aye. Potentially useful, but... Just looks at the illusion of the Periton again. That looks more... It's
I mean-
intimidating. It could fly. It's larger than coal. It could be very useful. Very useful. And if I tame it, you could ride on its back.
I was already thinking that, then you said it out loud. I mean, should we get, should we broach this subject with the others? Or... Oh,
You
wait.
wake them. I will approach.
Oh, hold on. Do they have to be conscious?
Not really.
If Ophakoria, she has a sting that if they oh my god, now when I'm talking the puppies start howling. Because if it reacts badly to it, it will knock it out.
I also have sleep spells. And narcotic poisons. Believe me, not my first time. It's best to
Okay.
get it before it takes off. If it dies, there's nothing I can do about it. Alright, I have strategy. And he will quietly summon the ice method.
Okay.
I'm aware of this creature's abilities now. Once a day, it can summon a cloud of fog. It can provide confusing cover so we can move in and strike before it has a chance to take off or react. If we can weaken it just slightly, I might be able to put it to sleep. We need to be careful, though.
And so, let's see, Raven's not back yet, but so Maximus will get here jogging in his head, just being like, "Oh, there's Raven." Cole and Maximus jogging will lightly shake you both awake and just silently, telepathically go, "So, just catching you up to speed, Maximus. Those Puritans you heard earlier might have been related to the one that's roosting right above us. There's a nest." Only one in there.
His eyes widen, but he doesn't say anything.
And points to Algren with the ice method out. Goes, and Algren wants it. He made a compelling case.
He
I should note Algren is not waiting. He's starting to creep over in that direction.
Oh.
So just wanted to catch you up to speed, just, in case things became loud.
I see.
I mean, if he captures it, we can continue to rest.
Just looks over at you guys and just gives a fangy thumbs up because he has very sharp teeth.
I made it, and just silently to the both of them, I accidentally showed him an illusion of one. It was like a kid seeing a toy they wanted.
Just pulling out a little bit of beef jerky. Cole takes a bite and is like, "What you think was going to happen?"
Fair enough.
Forgot that he didn't know what a Perryton was.
This is also delightful because I knew you wanted a Barryton, but you finally rolled for it.
Yeah. All right, so I am going to cast Pass Without Trace first and foremost
Okay.
on everybody here.
Oh, hey, okay, real quick.
Yep,
You're invisible.
sick. I mean, I could have done that myself, but thank you.
Let me have this.
All right, fine. And he'll creep forward, and he has the ice method out. Do I need to roll stealth as I approach?
I would like you to roll stuff, please.
All right,
Just-
plus 10 to what is rolled. $33.
All right. Yeah. You creep up like. Let me move you to a map that I've got prepared
No.
for you. Are you able to see this map? You should be able to see this map.
Yeah, I can see it.
So you would be like over here. You could. This is where the Periton is.
Uh-huh.
You would be down here. Probably like in this cubby, maybe. There are short walls that you can climb up to get to it.
So small.
Why are you so small? What the fuck? It's weird. You're a medium creature.
Yep.
Knock that shit off.
Though,
roll
funny
damage.
enough, a Durgar and a Periton are both kind of at the bottom and top ends of what medium size constitutes.
Okay, something happened with Dragon and Ophicoria.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
Disco's fine. All right, so Disco technically can't cast. I just need to make sure. It's one of the tamer rules. Creatures can't do spell casting themselves, but any spells they have, you get to use as well, as though they're on your spell list. But still, that 33 stealth, just gonna creepity creep on forward. Climbing, have the Mephit following closely behind.
Yeah, the entirety of the rock wall is about 50 feet, you'd guess. But
50 feet.
These shorter ones are maybe 20, 30.
So this tallest peak is a 50-foot climb.
Yes.
Oh boy.
But it's fairly easy because you get the breaks and you can it's not vertical.
All right. Check my options here.
The other two like to put yourselves down just so I know where you are on the map.
Oh right, I still have my laser rifle. Good lord, forgot about that.
Oh yeah, I forgot,
forgot
about
about that.
Blizzards.
I'm not using that. I actually wanted to live. Sorry, Sarah just sent me a picture of one of our cats doing a blep. I am invisible currently and have super stealth.
All took the amulet of health, right?
Believe so. No, that was elected to be given to him.
Beef up the barbarian.
I'm just looking at stuff. Just don't mind me.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't waste any moves here. Just reading up on a couple of things. That is
I
5d8.
really have to. I could use Sleet Storm from the Wand of Winter to make sure I can't fly away.
Okay. Keep that in your back pocket. We might need it because I got one shot at this or it's going to try to bolt. Although Peritons are aggressive, I just have to count on how much of a bastard it is. Alright. Apologies for taking so long. I have to formulate a strategy here. It's the
Ugh,
first
funny.
active capture I've done. Everything else has been handed to me, or it's just a really dumb coincidence. Alright. Oh, that would work. Alright. So, just gonna keep on climbing. Mephit with me just in case. It can fly, so it's just gonna flutter along with me. I should actually roll stealth for the Mephit, too.
Yes, please. Just in case.
He is also under pass without trace. Let's see. He doesn't have any. He has a +6 to stealth. Same as me. 35. He's stealthier than me.
Yeah, you're both fine.
Well, that would technically still be 29, but still. Okay. So we're just both going to start climbing up. I don't have any climbing kits. Do I need to make any rolls for climbing up a 50-foot embankment?
Actually, you would have climbing gear because.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We did.
I mean, you
I know.
technically didn't buy it, but
I know we've at least found some or had it given.
yeah, the other four, your other character climbed up a mountain with these guys and left his gear, so.
Yep.
You would
Perfect. All right. Very quickly pulls out little nice climbing hooks and starts going up. Anybody down below that is watching him go can just see there is just no hesitation. There is excitement in the energy of how much he is going up. As he reaches the top. What can I see if I just poke my head enough up over to gaze at the nest? Is the creature sleeping? Is it just sitting there chilling? What?
It looks like it's sitting there chilling, but if you've ever seen like a chicken sleep or a bird or any sort of thing, it's got its head turned onto its back. It looks like it's asleep.
Okay. I'm reading up on the rules.
Ophicoria can float up there if you'd like her to. You just need to roll stealth.
He's decent.
26, you're good.
Oh, right. Pass without a trace.
Let's see. Okay. So I do, according to the rules, I can't tame a creature at max health. It has to be below half its HP.
Okay.
But if it is sleeping, I'll get advantage on that first hit. So if it's sleeping... Alright. The vessel has to be empty, and it technically is empty because the Mephit is out. Alright. I'm going to release Disco from my bond, which immediately reverts it back to being a servant of Auriel.
Okay. Does it have
And
like
he is no longer... It just says that when you release them that they are just back to what they were, but they keep the stat boosts that you'd given them. So he is no longer under any of my control, he can do what he chooses and what the creature feels would be natural, all of a sudden he is a free mephit once again.
Okay. He's gonna look at you, look at the Perryton, look down at your friends, and just kind of, no, I'm out of here, goodbye. It's gonna fly off. You're not sure if it's flown off all the way, but it's out of your what do you do in Roll20?
Just, I knew you were smart enough. So maybe you'll make a better boss. And I'm just gonna creep up, and I am going, and I'll have advantage on this because it's sleeping. I am going to attempt to incapacitate this thing with my net.
Okay.
Here I go.
I don't know how Ophakori would help with the net thing, so I don't know how to give assistance.
It's sleeping, so I've already got advantage. This is as good as it's gonna get.
You're
15.
Stealth, you're good. 15 hits. So,
Okay. It is restrained.
you watch this thing like sit up, and as your net settles on it, and it kind of tangles in the antlers on its head and around the wings as it kind of thrashes, and it just kind of like you startled a bird awake. It starts doing that bugling, hissing, screeching call.
All right, and the rules with nets are that when I use an action, I can... Okay, so when you use an action, bonus action, or reaction to attack with a net, you can only make one attack regardless of the number of attacks you can normally make. Okay, so never mind. I misread that for a second. So it is currently restrained. So does this technically make this into a combat scenario now?
It is now technically a combat. I would need everybody to roll initiatives for me. Is that what I want? No, I don't.
Okay. No pressure. This is just, sorry, I'm just flashing back to being 11 and trying to catch a level 70 Ho-Oh on top of 10 Tower. I brought so many Ultra Balls and almost none of them worked.
So how far away from us is this nest, like, down where we're at?
Down where
It's
you
50
are, it's
feet
50
up.
feet up.
Okay.
It's not the music I want either. Hell with it. Play this one. There we go. Okay.
Oh, you know what you should have had? The Pokemon battle music.
I didn't have that one ready.
I do have a few of those MP3s. That'd be really... I have to save those for the future.
The Megami, the devil negotiations.
Yeah.
Raven, you want to roll initiative for me?
He BRB'd.
He did. Okay.
And he's back.
Nice.
Hi, what's up?
Yeah, I need you to roll initiative for me.
I've imprisoned it within a net.
Ooh.
Are you okay?
Tired.
That's right. Okay.
Very surprised I got a nat 20 on initiative.
You're very eager. You want it.
Yeah, this is a lot more gremlin than I was expecting to come out of this guy. Okay.
So you get to go first.
Yep. He would just
Poor Steve Irwin.
kind of has that energy right now, yeah. He's just, you can all hear, he's going to think really hard because he's not sure if it can be heard or not. He's just like, don't kill it. And would you, let me see here. I'm not sure entirely what the rules are here, but could I make an offhand attack with a dagger and then attempt to use my action to cast a spell?
Mm,
I don't think that's
believe-
typically allowed, but
unless you have. No, I think that's actually allowed.
all right, DM rule. Okay, then we'll just cut out.
I'll read up on that, and if it's not, we'll just not allow it again. So.
All right, so this will just be. It's only with a light weapon. He is going to pull out the crystal dagger. Take a swing.
Swing it.
17.
That hits.
All right, take away the modifier damage. So, oof, that only did 2 damage. One of them radiant.
Well, you're not trying to kill it, so.
No, I'm not.
Probably
I
just smacking it with the butt of it.
Yeah, I'm specifying this is non-lethal damage.
Absolutely.
All right, well, that did a little less than I hoped. You can see that it's starting to flail around, getting a little too crazy. We're gonna have to hit him a little harder than that. I will come at him again with the hand axe. Regular attack.
That hits.
15. 4 slashing as well, so that's 6 damage total.
It still looks pretty robust.
Sure it does. Alright, it's imprisoned in the net. I don't really know if I have a bonus action thing I can do. Let me see. Nope. That is it. I'm just going to try and keep this thing pinned down as best I can.
Okay. So then it is initiative count 20. I need to have all of you answer a very important question. Are you trying to stealth? Down here, are you trying to stealth?
I think so.
I'm still technically under pass of that trace, so I am stealthing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, all of your party's under pass without trace. I think Jogan rolled a stealth. Are you two hiding?
I did not
I think
roll
I'm-
stealth, but I think I'd like to try hiding.
Yeah, so would I.
Okay.
You get a +10.
Dragon's about to break stealth. Wait, no. Ophicorius rolled stealth. The dragon needs to as well.
Yep, you're all under it. 26.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
You're all welcome. You're my friends.
So you hear and see before it sees you, because it rolled a great stealth, but it did not roll a great perception.
Oh.
Another Periton is flying towards you because it heard the screeching of its what you're guessing is its mate.
Oh boy, options.
Let's see here. It can't quite reach you, but it is flying directly at the nest here. Oh yeah, I forgot I can do this. It's very handy.
Nice. Albrecht the Homebreaker. Homewrecker.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you're not crushing an egg.
It doesn't know
We'll
what's
find
going
out.
on, it just knows that something's happening.
Oh shit. It's a company.
And I'll roll his initiative. Alright.
Oh no.
That makes sense.
Oh no. It matches that initiative count.
That's actually really freaking funny. Okay. Jogan.
Yeah. So, before that guy showed up, or before that one showed up, Jogan was considered. Wait. So I don't think I can cast spells through my familiar yet.
You can, but they have to be touch spells.
Right. touch spells do I have? Oh yeah, that's right. I used Vampiric Touch through her recently. Like my only touch spell. Shit. So instead, I'm just going to. Well, I get advantage if I try to Eldritch Blast the one out of the sky.
You are under stealth. It doesn't know you're there, so yes.
Yeah. Pew pew.
That hits. Shit.
Nice.
Hits. Jesus.
21.
Oh, dang.
Taking my stealth. As Dragon's gonna step away. Just kind of there.
So you watch them hit and it kind of jitters in the air. It catches itself and like turns towards you. But that one is catchable immediately. Just want you to know
Yeah.
that.
And then Ophicoria is gonna go over. And does she have advantage?
She
Being
does.
incapacitated and netted.
Yep, that would hit her.
Okay, so 4 damage, but
15 con.
what's Joggins? Yeah, that is Joggins DC. Because of the investment of the chain pack, her abilities use my. So it is unconscious for an hour.
Okay.
So
It is
that one's
not-
out for now.
It's not under half. I don't know what happens if it's sleeping. You still have to get it under half or not.
That is an effect of it, but that one is definitely under half now. So
Absolutely is, yes.
the Blood
I'm
God
having
does not care
flashbacks
for.
to. I'm having flashbacks to playing World of Warcraft and helping my uncle's hunter tame, big exotic pets.
It does not matter which one I take.
Alright then.
Purely for flavor. They both look pretty identical at a glance. Or is like any distinguishing features?
At a glance, they look identical, but when you look at this one, it's slightly smaller and slightly brighter colored.
Okay.
You're guessing if you're going by, like, Underdark lizards and birds, if you know anything about above ground birds, that this is the male.
This one has the power of the big horny.
Was
Being a
drinking-
Puritan, would that one's antlers be bigger?
Yeah, his antlers are bigger, more impressive.
Body is smaller.
Colors.
It's like nice. Oh, choices now. Choices. One of them is just straight up unconscious. The other one has a better looking rack. They're both medium-sized creatures.
And I mean, that one's asleep. You could take that one and leave.
I could, but it's coming this way no matter what. All right. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. I misunderstood you for a second. It's asleep for the next hour, so that would give me enough time to.
So, it is.
Gonna send a telepathic message. Just don't hurt that one. Let it come to me.
I think it's coming at me.
Damn it.
Like, it might be, but you're not sure yet.
It'll be my turn before it gets to that point.
But, Cole, it is your turn.
Okay. So how high in the air is this one? The male coming in?
About 50 feet up.
Okay. Let me do a little path hammering first. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. So it gets me 6 feet. Don't think that'll get me 50 feet. Even at my best. Nah, okay, never mind. Even a 20 won't get me that way. This ability is not as useful as it sounds.
Sometimes it's the situation and less the ability.
Oh, not really. It's you can. It's when you jump, you make a strength athletics check, and you can extend your jump by the roll. Sounds good, except all these are much higher than even my maximum roll would be. So
Yeah, honestly, jumping, I hate the rules for jumping in this game.
They're pretty dumb.
Excuse me. This is a special beast barbarian jump, which it just doesn't get you far enough to be worth it, really. So this rock wall here is 30 feet up, correct?
Yes.
30 feet of movement to get you here, right?
Yep.
Scathless?
Yeah, this rock wall is 30 feet high. So
Okay, I don't have the movement to make it anyways. So I'm just gonna move over to jog and then I guess rage and cover him.
okay. Right, then it is this Periton's turn. What would it have to do to get out of this net? Roll like a strength check?
Let
Well,
me
it's
see.
knocked out for an hour, though.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
unconscious.
Yeah, it's knocked out. That's right. It's sleeping. Fuck it.
Until it takes damage or someone uses an action to shake it up.
But you're not gonna do that, so it's sleepy.
Yep.
So Maximus, it is your turn.
Okay, I don't know if there's anything useful I can do, but I'll try. Yeah, no, I'm too far to bless. I'm too far to bless Algron, so also too far to enhance ability.
You can always hold an action.
Yeah, I'll just delay my turn.
Okay. And because it's a weird combat, I'll just let you hold whatever you want to do that comes up in the moment.
Right.
Okay. Alright, Algron.
Yep. I'm thinking of what I can do here.
Check the nest.
Okay. Let me check the range on this. 60 feet. Pretty sure that's enough. It's a 30-foot range to throw the vessel, so that unfortunately isn't gonna be enough. Oh, good. Okay. So after seeing that, I am going to look at the other big one and goes, "Hey, look what I'm about to do," and mockingly point like he's about to shoot a crossbow bolt at the sleeping mate. Vicious mockery.
Oh, this one? Alright.
On the flying one, yes. I'm trying to get him pissed off and get him to head my way.
Well, he's
Passes.
He passes, but you did. He doesn't take any damage from that, or half.
Nope, no damage. No damage. It's a cantrip.
But he does. He does see that. Now that you like made it obvious that you're there, and he's also smart enough to know that if it doesn't get you away, that she's asleep.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah.
Alright.
If that's your turn.
Let me see. I think it's an action to summon a creature, so yeah, that's all I can do. That is turn. I await to get slightly fucked up by this thing.
Yeah, he can get you. Coming at you. All right.
Good.
So you see this thing swoop right at you. Let's see here. And you see its head come down.
Oh boy.
19 hit you.
It sure does.
Okay.
This
So
is
you
worth it.
You take this much damage, and then you also take.
Yep. This is why I wanted a Periton in the first place. He's just getting gored by this thing's antlers. Like, keep going. This just makes me want you more.
Oh god.
And then off. Because it has
You are so
flyby.
You are so impressive.
Flies off
jeez.
another 10 feet.
That's fine by me. That's within range. All right. So that is 21 damage from that. Jeez. All right.
Pigeons hit you, they're fucking nasty.
That's why I wanted one.
So you basically just watch this thing come at you and then dive bomb with its head directly into your chest and fly back away.
Goodbye, temporary hit points. I'll get you back in a few hours.
Wave at them.
All right. So just you see him get gored, lifted up into the air, and thrown down to the ground. But then a few seconds later, you just see this little, from like almost 100, actually 70. Yeah, he's more than 100 feet up in the air from the ground. Just see this little purple speck get up and like just give this exaggerated "I'm okay" thumbs up. You can see through Ophicoria's eyes that he's doing just fine. He actually looks excited in spite of the coughing up blood.
Jeez.
Okay.
Oh, is it my turn?
It is your turn, Jogan.
Not much I can do from down here that's not, lethal.
Oh, Ophicori is there.
Yeah. But my only touch spell is Vampiric Touch. And I don't want to kill this thing.
The sting worked pretty
Just-
good.
So,
Just ready yourself in case it doesn't work.
and if I knock it out while it's flying 50 feet in the air, I
The
don't
fall
know if
damage.
you would appreciate that.
It's,
I mean,
It's-
I've got an unconscious one in the nest right there, but
it's also
So-
over this outcropping. It would only fall 10 feet.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Sure, why not? Nope.
Nope. It's
Oh
a good
well.
I
idea.
should have just had her distract.
all good. It's within range.
And yeah, Dragon's just kind of down there like, oh boy, he's either doing great or he's about to get kicked off the cliff. Not sure yet. That's my turn.
Okay, Cole.
Again, there's not really a lot I can do down here.
Yeah, fights with different verticalities are a little weird.
It takes some work to get them to feel grounded.
There's not really a way I could get up there. at all, really. Does it take more than one turn? I'm not taking damage, so I'm not going to stay transformed, so... I don't know. Pass turn.
Pass turn. Okay. That Periton is asleep. Maximus.
Alright. I guess. Hold on. I am going to. I'm going to move over here. And I'm going to cast Bane on both Peritons.
Thank you. That actually helps me a lot.
Okay.
You think the darkness is your ally?
Charisma. Don't have a lot of that. Oh, actually they do. Why is your charisma so high? Fucking weird. Turkey birds.
Still both fail.
Both fail. Okay.
I didn't want to use Mind Sliver and accidentally kill it.
That's fair.
All right.
Alright,
Okay. Yep. Okay, just making sure I have a keen understanding of the taming mechanics here. Fair vessel special links. Vessel is empty. Could throw it. All right. It needs to make a charisma saving throw yet again. With that -4 from Bane.
Okay.
Well.
A 1.
All right. Is it below half its hit points?
It is definitely below half.
Okay. Then I capture it.
Okay.
So as it's diving down, just this little glint of something in the air lands on it, and it goes into the Pokeball.
Into the Pokeball with you.
And it falls down that 10 feet into the snowbank, and then just looks over at the sleeping one. I'll buy a new net. And just starts skittering down, collects the coin, and takes off.
Okay.
Well, and then Ophicoria is up there. Just because I'm curious, is going to try to see if there's an egg or like a hatchling.
If you want to poke around underneath her.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like there's any yet.
Okay.
Oh, the rush, he says, coming down, the literal several puncture wounds through his armor. Worth everything. But falls over.
And I will give you access to the Periton sheet once I get down to it.
Wait.
I'm
I don't need
also
to- It is the
going to
max.
heal him.
Yep. Thank you for that. Nice. Okay, I've got it.
Okay.
I will say, since there's not like immediate pressing concerns, Cole's gonna climb up to the nest and leave like 8 rations worth of meat beside the sleeping Periton.
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay. So you have a Periton.
I do. I don't have to do anything. It's the max CR I can tame, so it does not have any upgrade points at this point.
Still.
He is just looking down at the little coin, which has a little emblazoned image of the Periton on both sides. Just, oh, I can't wait to see what I can do with you.
Alright. So, if you would like, how long does that thing sleep?
An hour.
An hour.
An hour.
Yeah, so you can move a little away and camp again.
Yeah, probably best.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse me. Take you long to find somewhere where you can actually like make a over shelter for yourself, and then you eventually, whoever is still on watch, Algron I think was on last watch.
Was me.
That was the start of his watch.
You
At the
eventually
end of Joggins, as he called him.
you eventually hear the other Periton wake up and start like bugling and eventually thrashing, and you can hear wings like up and down this little channel searching.
Mhm.
And then there's like a piercing like scream.
Oh boy.
It doesn't
Aw.
sound like an attack scream. It sounds like a frustrated, upset scream. And then you hear it fly entirely away.
He just kind of shrugs it off and goes, there's plenty of horny things out there.
You'll find
Chug it
somebody
over
to
it.
fuck. God damn, Algron.
Look, I wanted him more.
You're a homewrecker.
Title I will gladly bear.
But you know, the rest of your watch goes by smoothly. You see the sky lighten slightly, and then you see the northern lights come up, and it starts to snow slightly.
Welcome back, temporary hit points.
It is the technical dawn.
I feel refreshed.
And the rest of your trek to this place that you were told to go on your map is uneventful. It's a very light snow, so you see your destination rise up out of it. Looks like there's like 20-foot high, irregularly shaped spur of rock that juts out of the tundra ahead of you. Its smooth and shiny surface cannot possibly have been worn down by the wind. This protrusion looks utterly out of place, as if it had been thrust into the ground.
Aye.
And I will put you on the map. I don't think that you're going to be able to see anything because I have to put you in there.
Dark and I'm scared.
But if you would like, you can make intelligence history checks for me, all of you. Algron
I
would
will-
actually get something for stone sense.
Oh.
You still have that
rock.
as a dwarf, right?
I believe. I'm not sure if that applies to Durgar now or not, but if you'll allow it.
I'll allow it. I think that would be
All right.
dumb for them not to have it because they're surrounded by rock.
True enough. Alright, so history. Not proficient in that, so we'll see. 17. Wow, Algren's rolling good tonight.
That's not bad. It's not anything like it's going to tell you what it is or where it came from. It's more that you could tell that this is not naturally formed or manually hewn. It was shaped entirely by magic. Anybody that gets over a 15 will be able to tell that.
That rock is sick.
Elaboration?
He was just chewing on a piece of jerky. Magic made it like that. It's not supposed to be there like that. Among my people, we usually say a rock like that is sick. It's not how it's supposed to be.
So,
Hmm.
because of your stone sense, You can tell that this is just a small piece of this. Whatever this is goes way down deep into the ground.
Oh, it has a bigger mother nearby.
Dogger
Down
just
deep.
exchanges looks with the cuttlefish, like, what is he talking about?
Down underground. Looks like the birth didn't go so well. Sorry. Wow, I completely forgot you're not all dwarves. Rocks are different for us.
Akin to living things.
Kinda, yeah. As he just goes back to eating.
Fascinating.
Well, the baby rock is sick, then Mama Rock probably is too. Let's check it out.
Any way to cure this sickness, as it were?
I mean, you could shape the stone back to its normal state, but I mean, honestly, not much is going to cure this except erosion. It'll be fine. Just needs to sleep for a few million years. It'll get over it. The fever will break. And he'll just start walking towards the rock, not a single thought in his head.
It doesn't take you long as you walk around it and look. There is some sort of opening. It's like a 5-foot diameter tunnel that looks like it goes down into the stone itself.
Does it look manually made or naturally weathered?
It can't be naturally made or weathered because it's way too smooth.
Dear God, it's been stabbed. Sick and stabbed. You poor thing. Runs a hand along the smooth surface. What a rough life you've led.
It's not as smooth as like the magically shaped stone is very smooth. It's not as smooth as that, but it's smoother than a natural erosion would be. So something made this on purpose.
Poor thing. You weren't meant for this. You were meant to be stepped on and broken into by pickaxes. Made into pretty things. What a foundation you could have been. I'd build a house out of you.
So it goes down deep into the earth.
Pardon me for saying this, but you have a very strangely applied sense of empathy.
Look at it. How can you not have strong feelings looking at this thing?
Right.
Just looks at you all in a... just shakes his head and proceeds into the opening. Time to play Rock Doctor.
Okay. So because you all have... Yes?
Oh, no, go ahead.
Because you do all have climbing gear, you don't have to slide down, but it would be quicker.
Can you send the cuttlefish ahead, see if there's any steep drops we need to watch out for?
Sure.
If not, I can send Mug.
Yeah, I can send her. So I'll send up Aquaria so she can fly.
Can you
You know
see
what?
that?
She'll go.
Can you see where she is on the
Yes,
map?
I can see.
All right.
Yeah.
God, thank God.
Nice.
So she.
It's easier to do dynamic lighting on here than it used to be, but that does not mean it's still easy.
So she slides down, or slithers down, flies down. It's not really deep. It's not really steep. But to get back out of it, you would have to be able to climb. It is icy, slippery, but you would be able to get back out of it as long as you had gear to do so.
Yeah.
Eh,
So
yeah,
saying
that's
that
fine.
Dragon will say, yeah. So might want to leave like a just kind of line up here so we can help pull ourselves up, but won't be too bad if we keep our gear on us.
I could just have Mug pull us up.
Oh, yeah, true.
Alrighty then.
He did get
Yeet.
an upgrade.
Just
Wait,
yeet
can
and
Mug
immediately proceeds
form-
down.
Bug Fort turns himself into a winch and pulley.
Let me just
That would be pretty funny.
let me just get you all on the map so I can give you all sight and shit.
I can see.
Oh, you can see already? Fantastic.
Yep. Just remember, I have advanced turbo dark vision as well.
Well, actually, when you get down here, it's brightly lit.
Oh no.
There are. You look up, and then you're not entirely sure what you're seeing because there's a chair bolted to the ceiling.
Okay.
But then you look down and you realize that the doorway right in front of you has a 4-inch gap. 4 foot high, 4 foot gap from the
Yeah.
floor to
Oh.
the door.
So this place is
Before,
inverted. Totally
yeah,
inverted.
Before flips upside down in the air, does that make the room look correct
Yes.
from
And
her point of view?
you notice from her point of view, there are two braziers with flames in them that are pointed downwards from your perspective.
God, I hate this. The way to profane the perfectly good rock.
There's
Did someone drop a tower or something?
Gross. Alright, and he said it's a 4-foot gap. God, I can't reach the knob for that.
Neither can
At all.
neither can
He
Joggins.
just waddles over towards the door and just...
I can reach that. Let me get that for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And he clanks open the door.
There are advantages to being a short king, but not all of them.
I think we might need you or me are gonna have to ride around on Mug.
Hold on. He'll get Mug out.
Well, I
Yoink.
mean, actually, Maximus, if you don't mind, I'll just ride on your shoulder like I used to.
Mug should be
Alright.
medium size here.
should be mediums.
Yeah, because Jaga, remember, he would just sit on your shoulder sometimes when the snow would get really deep. He's just like, I'm not
I don't
going through
remember.
that.
All right, get on. And he bends over.
All right,
Awesome.
Muggy boy, let's go. And Mug just starts skittering up to the door, uses his tongue to open the latch, and just skitters on through.
Okay.
Like Doc Ock, medical backpack.
Yep. All right, looks fine. Still hate the way this place is laid out.
So it looks like these used to be stairs, but it's like choked with rubble. Doesn't look like you can get down that way.
Curses.
And there's more of those upside down and up lit sconces here, but the flames are still pointed down towards the quote-unquote floor.
I'm not familiar with surface world stuff. Our light sources down there are mushrooms mostly. Fire doesn't point down, does it?
No, those
No.
look like. Jaga know what these are.
Couldn't it?
He grew up in Neverwinter.
Yeah,
Neverwinter.
It's pretty obvious to you. These are continual flame spells.
Oh yeah, continual flame. You know, rich people have those for their place when normal fires. They're too good for normal fire.
Oh god, they gentrified a rock.
Or they don't know how to grow the glowing stuff.
Ugh.
Okay, you're right. No, I do have strong feelings about this.
Gentrified the rock.
Gentrified the fire too.
It's just pats the wall. It's like, I'm so sorry. He's actually on the verge of tears.
Oh my god.
You deserve so much better than this.
Jesus. I don't know why that took me out so much, but fuck. Alright. So this hallway terminates in a set of useless stairs, but there are 2 doorways. Again, with the 4-foot gap on the floor.
If one of you could get those, my spirit is left. Sooner I'm out of this place, the better. I don't know how much more my heart could take.
I got it.
I like that magically
switched it
shaped
up.
stone makes you ill. Okay. You should be able to... Which door are you opening?
Can't see
Hello?
anything.
Kitty, don't scream at me.
I can't see.
You can't see?
But scream, mother. But scream.
Can you see now?
Now I can, yes. I'm gonna open this one. Here.
Okay. This one here, open. So you open the door to this one. And it looks like there's tall bookshelves affixed to the outer wall and have spilled their contents onto the ceiling-turned floor. A large table lies on its side, one leg broken. A 5-foot-wide tunnel in the floor to the east leads down.
May I examine the books to see what kind of books they are?
Yeah, there's a couple books spilled out on the floor. Roll me a d10, or d4, sorry.
Right.
Just to see which one you pick up first. Okay. So the one you pick up out of the pile first is Mysteries of the Ferenium. And when you flip through it, it says the book sheds light on telepathic, funnel-shaped monsters of malevolent intellect that lurk in the Underdark and includes disturbing sketches of them.
Oh, Gron, you ever run into any of these?
What? Hold on. Let me see. Am I aware of these?
You had never seen them, but you're glad that you've never seen them.
Ugh. I've heard horror stories about these guys, but never had the pleasure of meeting one.
Oh, those things.
You don't
You're
want to
familiar?
meet them.
Why'd you say they were again?
I will post the text of what this book's title is.
Rime. Okay.
Favorite. They just picture H.P. Lovecraft's polyps. And you've got
Yeah,
a
they
pretty
look
good
kind of
idea.
like they look like a carnivorous sunflower with hands.
They're bad.
Yeah. Yeah, nah. Bad news, these. Very bad. Just hands that back. That did not lift my spirits. I do not feel better.
Naga's not got no clue on these things, but I know what these are. And ooh.
One more D4 if anybody's picking up other books.
Mug's over there. I'll just have him be doing it. He's just looking around for weird objects.
So is Ophicoria.
Okay.
Noggin still on Maximus's shoulders.
Okay. Well, you would both. You would find both books then. It's just that
To 2 again.
before Mug grabs his book, Ophicoria brings you Wizards in the Hollow, and as you flip through it, it's really weird. Like the words kind of swirl on the page before you can understand what they mean. So before, when she brings you the book, the title on the page on the book are different symbols before they finally like twist and turn themselves into something that you can read.
Oh.
And the pages
Self-translating
inside
book.
do the same thing. So it's
Self-translating book. What's it about?
insides. Talk about the birth of the Netherese Empire.
Ooh.
And it's kind of dull. It's honestly, it should be more exciting than it is, but it just kind of like reads like
That's
a
a
history
history.
textbook.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Would Jagan know anything about the Netherese since we're like this
I
whole
think
thing is tied up with the Netherese, right?
we've
The
heard about
Netherworld.
them from that wizard lady.
Yes.
She
Oh,
mentioned
and
it.
that the half-burned book was about the Netherworld,
Mhm.
right?
And as you think about that, Mug brings over a book that is identical to that other book and not damaged.
Oh.
Magical Wonders of Netheril.
Ah.
This book is a collection of interviews with Netherese archmages who discuss their studies of ancient elven magic and the creation of mythalars. The
Oh.
book contains sketches of such devices.
Heavy stuff. Good job, boy. This
So
is
they've
what
managed.
this is what that wizard lady we're supposed to meet was talking. Us. Definitely hold on to this.
So they managed to gentrify rock and make history boring.
That's not well. Those things
Great
go
job,
hand in hand
wizards.
pretty hard. Pretty easy to do both of those things at the same time. Ugh, a wizard's
True enough.
tower. I think I'm going to throw up.
Bad experience with wizards.
Just, I want to look down and see, like, can I see with advanced dark vision and everything, 120-foot range? Can I see the bottom of the hole?
It's again, it looks like a curved hole.
Hmm.
So it kind of curves out of your sight, but looking down, there is more glow down there.
Gotcha. Does
looks
it
like
look
something's punched through all the layers of this tower?
punched through?
Yep.
Is the surface of the tunnel itself pretty smooth or rough enough to where there's like handholds and stuff?
It's the same as the tunnel that you just came down, except there's less ice because there's nothing dripping down into it.
Okay. Hey, Mug, think you could take a look? I would like Mug to climb down the hole and see what's on the other end of it.
Okay. Mug comes down out of here. Can you see that?
Ooh, I can.
So he climbs down and out of this hole, and there's another hole here that he could see immediately. In that room contains two metal cages, both badly damaged, and nearby two roughly dug tunnels, one in the ceiling that he's coming out of, and the other one on the floor, lead to other areas. Narrow windows.
I'll just say that Mug is hanging off of the ceiling right now at his climbing speed.
Okay, so
Just looking around at everything.
all of this would look like right side up to him, so it's kind of weird to translate it in your brain.
Oh god. You just see Algron pinch his nose and shake his head a few times. Oh, I was not ready for that.
And
Oh, vertigo. 'Cause he can see through Mug's senses.
And all of these windows over here are narrow, tall windows that would let you look outside, but it's looking directly into the earth itself. There's just
Pure rock.
yeah, there's just pure rock out there.
That makes me feel a little better, actually. You always know just what to do, bud.
And when he looks
All
at one
right.
of the cages, there's a dead thing in there.
Oh boy.
It is just a carapace of some sort of insect thing.
Any kind of insect carapace my Underdark knowledge would fill me in on? If not, that's fine.
You can roll an intelligence check.
Oh boy. 12.
Nothing that it kind of sort of looks like an Umber Hulk, but not as bulky. You're not sure what the hell it is, but it's not an Umber Hulk, so you're not worried about it.
And the other cage?
The other cage is like it's empty and it broken apart. There didn't seem
Yep.
to be anything in it.
Had a feeling that's what the environmental storytelling of this place was telling me. Alright. Not gonna open any doors, just gonna skitter back up to the rest of the group.
Okay, let's get her over
Well,
here. There you go.
See. Okay, so this points at the hole was made most likely by some kind of burrowing insect thing. There are 2 cages in the chamber down below, one of them with a dead insect, the other one broken open.
May I take a look at that dead insect?
Hold on. I think I have the cantrip that could show that.
Oh, I could send off
Yep.
Aquaria and then might have
Yeah.
if you.
Yeah, sorry, I can't project illusions.
Yeah, give me just a second, and Aquaria will zip on down there like a little drone.
I'll have Mug go down too, just in case she needs some backup. He could fight a little better than she can.
I'm just gonna say that you take a peek and she comes back. I still need you to do the intelligence check for me.
Okay, just flat intelligence or nature. Or nature?
Yeah, just flat. Let me see here. Let me see where are you? Yeah, nature or arcana? Is arcana intelligence?
Did I
I
try
believe
that
it is.
too?
It is.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm equal in both of those, so let's just do nature.
12s.
12. You rolled a 12 too, so you should. You're not sure either.
This look familiar, Cole? Might be Faye.
Sure, let's try int or nature.
Any of those, nature, arcana, or just a
let's
straight
try nature.
intelligence.
13.
It's baffling.
None of us got a clue.
It is some kind of bug. It reminds me of an Umber Hulk, but it's smaller and lankier.
Yeah, it's
But-
not like the one we met.
Good thing. They would have made a bigger hole than this. Though I have a feeling whatever was in the other cage made this. Could be an Umber Hulk. Don't know. Could be long gone, if so. It would have sensed what was wrong with this rock and moved on to all the other good rocks outside.
So,
Well, there are doors down there, but let's see what else is up here before we proceed.
alright. In there, as you open the door, there's
Yoink.
shattered and jumbled equipment, much of it near the 2 heavy wooden work tables, one on its side and the other upside down. There's a bunch of things on the floor if you wanted to search around.
Investigation?
Yes.
Sure, why
Give
not?
you aid.
13. Thanks for that.
That's just enough. You brush across some rubble, and you hear a metallic jingle as you kind of shove it to the side, and there is a small iron key that you wouldn't have seen otherwise.
Oh, nice. Definitely using this for something. Just gonna pocket that. Is this door in particular over here got anything of note?
Pop that open, and you look around, and you look up onto the ceiling, and the floor of this room is covered with shards of glass, frozen pools of spilled fluids, and the wreckage of 2 cabinets. In a niche in the corner of the room, a metal chest is bolted to the quote-unquote ceiling, and the lid is shut.
Interesting. Careful in here. Something spilled on the floor, oil or something. Not sure.
Yeah, the fluids are all completely different colors, and it's all
So
frozen.
this looks like
So I'm guessing there's no like obvious scent or anything due to it being frozen.
Nope. Just
Just a little caution, but I think it's safe. There's a chest bolted onto the ceiling. See maybe if we can do something about that.
Um, careful, if we open it, whatever's in there is going to come falling out.
None of it falls in the mug's mouth.
okay.
Think.
I mean, if he doesn't bite down, that should be good.
Mug listens to commands. He is a good boy. Do not dare impugn
And it's
his
not
honor.
soluble. No, I'm not.
I'm messing with you. All right.
So
How to reach this thing?
the ceilings are like
Ophicoria.
12 feet tall.
Ophicoria holds out a tentacle for the key.
All right. Worth a shot. Get ready, boy, just in case.
Although, couldn't he like spider climb up to it and just like open himself up right as the gate or the thing opens itself?
Well, let's try this first. I will have Mug shapeshift into a normal table that is on the floor where it belongs.
Okay.
Just a medium-sized table to potentially catch whatever falls.
Okay, so you're taking precautions then. All right.
And he's going to stick out his tongue to provide cushioning.
Okay.
Looking around, this looks like this was like an alchemy room. Ocean room.
So Ophicoria opens the. She uses the key, and it is the key for this chest. And potions
Excellent.
do fall out.
Did she try to grab one?
But since you used the precaution of Mug, she doesn't have to try, because they'll all just fall directly on him.
Into his open mouth.
Mhm.
How many potions fall in?
So you watch 1, 2, 3, 4 small glass vials drop into Mug's mouth.
Oh, nice.
Hey, good thinking.
He closes it, just lurches forward, crunches and compresses his frame back into the wooden barrel kind of keg shape he's been using. Opens it up, and his tongue has all 4 of them and gingerly sets them all down. There you go, boy. Good job. Nice. Would have been ashamed to have lost these. So what are we looking at?
If you want to, is anybody able to identify, or do you just want to sit here and try to look at them?
I
do have identify.
I have experience with poisons, so I have some alchemical experience.
And I do have identify.
Okay.
Would you like me to cast that on any of them?
See if we can glean anything with stuff that doesn't cost spell slots first, but that's a good thought.
If
I
you
don't
Yeah,
know if
that's
these
more
would
like
be-
that's more like a last ditch measure.
Mm-hmm.
If you sit here for like
I don't
10
know.
minutes and look, you would be able to figure it out, just because you're.
We do have that Eyes of Minute seeing. I think it was like something the Mind Flavors gave us.
Well, we
Might
are
be
the mind
helpful.
flavors to them.
Mind flavors. Remembering that if I ever do something urban fantasy themed, there's going to be an illithid restaurant where they serve seasoned brains.
Mind flavors.
Sold.
There was a bit of lore from 3rd edition that said because, feeding an entire colony of mind flayers a brain a day would be wasteful. What they would do is they would have amphitheaters where all the mind flayers would sit around and have the mind flayer that's eating a slave brain project the experience out to everyone there telepathically, so everyone else there gets to experience eating a brain rather than actually eating a brain, and that helps sustain themselves.
Actual food porn.
Yeah, and the thing said that the mind flayers who do it train specifically to make sure they deliver the best experience possible. Because otherwise, the other mind flayers get pissed at them. It's like, all right, you're just doing this to actually get food. Fuck off.
So
That's
you're telling
almost
me
Hindu.
you're,
That's a mind flayer porn star.
you're telling me that
Yes.
there's a Guy Fieri.
A Guy Fieri porn star, yes.
I hate all of those words.
I
Uh-huh.
think I've seen one of those guys.
Right. So since you're you've all been wandering around looking at potions for a while now, you can kind of tell what these are if you sit and like study them for a couple minutes.
Okay.
They're not healing potions. They seem to be resistance for something. They're all slightly different resistances. So
Bit of a roulette then.
one of them is acid. One of them is cold. One of them is fire. And the last one is a potion of resistance to force.
Oh, that's rare.
Well, these are going to be very situational, but they'll all be useful.
Yeah.
I don't
Dragon
really.
already has cold resistance naturally. So
Mug can resist acid just fine. I can get behind him if we're ever fighting anything with that. The other two, though, I mean, hell, these could all be good. Good find. Just gives Mug a pat on the top of his cask. And you too. Looks
So-
over at Dovikoria.
You're not my baby.
you nod.
But good job.
So looking at the map, it seems the only way down would be that tunnel.
That is the only way down, yes.
Looks that way. Yoink, 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 yoink.
I'll yoink you all over there. One at a time. Down in the tunnels. Yoink. Yoink. Because it's one of those weird maps, so jerking you over here. There you go. Can you all see?
I can.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Are these windows?
Yep.
Yep.
All you
This
see
is
is
underground.
rock. All
Oh,
you see
okay.
is rock. It's like, just look at this. He just gestures over to the windows. That's rock right there. Solid, hard rock.
I think I see a worm.
Impossible. Oh shit.
It's just a tiny purple worm out the window.
A little baby purple worm. It's like, oh.
It screams at you and leaves.
Oh
It's
no.
like-
Ooh.
I want it.
Hell no!
Oh god. That would be
Yeah.
such a bragging right for a Dwargo to show up. It's like, look what I got. It's small, but it's still a purple worm.
It's going to grow up.
Okay, so
That's like saying you befriended a baby nuke.
All right, let's see what we got around here.
there is this other tunnel that goes down. It curves the same way. It looks the same way as the one you just came down.
Let's check the doors first. Every room we go into with these tunnels increases our odds of finding whatever made them. All right, let's. I'll check this door first. Are those stairs?
It used to be the stairway. Now it is choked with rubble. It does not go up or down.
Nature is healing. And what's over this way?
In that one, there's an upside down table in the middle of the room, and books are scattered around it. Clinging to the bowed outer wall is an upside down fireplace. Along that same
Is it
wall is
glowing?
a window with nothing but hard packed earth beyond it. There is
Just looks at all this nauseating wizard shit and just goes to look at the actual rock outside to calm down.
there is no fire in the fireplace, but there are still those upside down burning lanterns.
Blech. Hey, there's more nerd stuff in here.
Yeah, there are.
Of course
Oh,
there
look at
is.
the books.
Okay, there's only 2 books, so I'm just gonna pick at random what you pick up, Joggin.
Okay.
You pick up The Unfettered Mind. This lunatic text discusses how one might exist solely as a disembodied brain, preserved for eons in a magical suspension fluid. It includes sketches of brains in jars.
Joggin makes a face. You know, I think our friends in with the weird ship might have appreciated this more than any of us.
Yeah, this seems like their fetish.
Whoever was last here has very particular tastes.
You could say it's gross. It's okay.
Yes,
Well,
gross. Oh.
I mean, apparently the Netherrealm Society kind of collapsed under the weight of, magic hubris, or at least, that's what I heard at the museum back in Neverwinter.
I mean, that's basically what happened to the Illithids, too. They got too big, and then the Gith rose up and struck them down. Just
And
never fails.
the second book is Ajimar's Guide to the Fantastic. And the Fantastic is spelled with a PH because he's an asshole. This breezy, lighthearted treatise on illusion magic was required reading in many Netherese classrooms. It describes clever ways to use common illusion spells.
Might actually hold on to this one.
Yeah, that seems very you. May it serve you well.
Maximus is peering over your shoulder and looks kind of disappointed when he sees why it's spelled fantastic. Oh.
Not elephant related.
Oh. Well, that's disappointing. Anyway.
Alright. Next up.
Okay, you walk into this room, and as soon as you pass the doorway, you hear nothing. Suddenly, sounds are gone. Can't hear
Steps
your own
back
voice.
out. Steps back in.
As soon as you cross that threshold, you hear nothing. All sounds cut out.
What is this stuff on the floor?
This room contains the scattered remains of a desk and some chairs. You quickly discover that all sound is muted here. It looks like it was some sort of study room.
Internally, I found this murder room. Check for yourself. No bodies, but honestly, I can't imagine what else you could use that room for.
I don't see anything wrong with... And his voice suddenly cuts off because there's no sound.
Wait. Okay, this might be reaching, but do you think they are such nerds that they made a space with complete silence so they could study? Because I've heard about, some libraries are really picky about loud noises.
Why would anyone care about that?
Wizards.
This is clearly a place for murder. I can't imagine a single other use for it. Nothing else makes sense.
Or, I don't see a toilet, so that would be my other guess for, why you would mute a room.
Hide the screams, yes. Alright, what's in here?
It looks like the stairs that would have come down from the ones that were up on the last floor.
Nature is healing. Alright, well, we know they were freaky, but into the idea of preserving their brain in jars, and they liked to not hear themselves. And probably killed people in there.
Did you just peek in there and look real quick?
He stepped in a couple of times, just to test and see how it worked.
No, the stairway. Or did you
It just peeked in, yes.
Okay.
Starting to feel like that's what I shouldn't have done.
Well, you would have probably seen this, even if you did poke in. You realize that there was, like, cloth underneath the rubble?
Cloth.
Yeah, there was, like, a flutter of some sort of wizard robes.
Okay, double taking since I could see that in clear view. So, do I see a little Wicked Witch of the West feet?
You don't see Wicked Witch of the West feet. You see bones. Looks like
Oh,
it looks like an
how
entire skeleton, except for one finger.
just steps back out, his mood much better. Nature is healing. And he just keeps walking, offers no explanation. It's just has a genuine pep in his step. The perpetrator of this rock molestation has been at their end by that very rock.
Wow. Alright.
So
How poetic.
Ophacoria is gonna go down and check out the other hole.
Okay.
That
Mug
was
will
it,
go
Max?
down. Mug will go down right behind.
Okay. Peeking. Peeking.
Another tunnel.
Surprising. Not.
So
Oh wait, is this tunnel the same size? Like the tunnels we've been going through, the same size as the one? led
entirely
into
the
the-
same size. They're almost uniform.
Oh, this is. Oh, I think this was the escape route of whatever was at the other end
Okay.
of this tunnel.
Feel a little better about everything. It was made by nature.
So down in this, where you poke, they're peering their little heads out. This appears to have been a wizard's laboratory, as evidenced by the upside-down storage cupboards and empty shelves fastened to the walls, with shattered glass and alchemical equipment strewn across the floor, and the arcane symbols painted on what is now the ceiling. In the middle of this space, 5-foot-wide passageways punched through the ceiling and floor lead to the other levels. Near them, a partially collapsed wall exposes a room that lies beyond.
Okay, seems safe
Well-
for us to come down.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll let Mug check things around.
So you're all coming down.
Yes.
So yeah, could Ophacoria like listen to see if hearing anything now that we're getting deeper?
Yeah, go ahead and then have her make a perception check.
Well,
It
18
does
is
have
nice.
advantage, but it doesn't really matter with that.
One second, I have to get something up. So,
I realize that Ophacoria could be sending simple messages to people from a good distance away.
okay.
Like even just sending like images.
Yeah, there's like some rubble here. It looks like somebody deliberately punched down a wall. And it's recent.
How recent?
Like, within the last couple of months recent. And
Has
what,
Algren learned that by licking it?
yes. What's beyond it as
Oxidation.
Ophacoria and Mug peek in there, there's some sort of stone altar attached to the ceiling of this otherwise empty semicircular room. An 8-pointed star is carved into the eastern face of the altar.
Ugh. Don't like that. Oh, that's unpleasant.
So, if anybody would like to, you can roll a religion check on that.
I will attempt that.
As well.
17, wow.
Okay. Okay.
Or 22.
Why not? This will be funny. As expected.
Jogan and Cole, you're like, what the fuck is that? Algron and Maximus, that's an altar to Mistral, the first incarnation of Mistra, the god of magic.
Oh. Yeah, that's a pretty commonly known thing. He's worked for mages down to the Underdark, Mistra, and all that. He's clearly aware with that role, just Mistral. Old school.
Maximus, because you got a higher roll, just enough. You know that holy shrines to Mistral are rare and often full of mystery.
So that might tie into what I just remembered. I forgot Jagan has the detect magic invocation, so he would turn that on.
Okay.
Completely
Like,
forgot I
a bit
had that
more interesting.
invocation.
You don't see any magic.
Okay.
But as Maximus would tell you, it doesn't mean anything.
Could be something hidden.
Yeah, they do like to hide. They like to hide secrets, so it's likely there's something here we're just not seeing.
Fresh my memory. Oh, now I'm connecting dots. I've heard of Mistral, that she died to... It basically destroyed herself, something like that, to do with an ancient super civilization up on the surface. That was the Netherry thing. That makes sense. Okay, putting things together here. Somebody was really into this, or this place is really old, and which means this rock has suffered for so long.
Maybe both.
Indeed.
Here is the question. Does anybody touch the altar? Because you're all in that room, I'm guessing. Do you touch it?
Sure, I'll be the idiot to touch it. Like, just kind of like looking around it, probably puts a hand on it to like, so Cole can lean around and like look at some of the taller bits or over it.
Okay. You touch it and nothing happens.
Cool. Just completely continues to look it over. He's essentially wondering if there's like a hidden compartment in it.
Just imagining that as we're all looking around, kind of discussing amongst ourselves, we all see in our peripheral Cole moving like a dog about to take a sandwich off of a table. Just have a little, no shit, and then flinch and nothing happens.
Just notices people look at it as I was looking for a hidden compartment.
Okay.
Things like this usually have those,
Yeah.
correct?
Okay,
Good
that's
idea.
good thought. Very good thought.
Actually, could
Usually-
Jagan try looking, using his history as a thief?
Yeah, you want to touch around this altar and look?
I will give
That
you advantage.
sounds like
since
a
I'm already
leading
looking.
question, so yes.
I'll give you advantage since I'm already looking for one.
You
An investigation?
do not need to.
Oh.
You are touching the altar, and your hand brushes across the symbol of Mistra. And as soon as you touch it, Jogan, the symbol lights up. And there is suddenly a stoppered flask with a glowing blue liquid
Oh, trying to
appearing
catch it.
on top of the altar, and it's immediately falling. I need somebody to
Yeah,
make
catch
me
it, catch it.
a dexterity check.
All right, Mug has a
Good.
10-foot reach with his tongue.
Cole
Actually,
and
wait, is
Jagan
it-
are there. A save or a check?
Mm,
Was it
Save,
dex save
one
or a
would
check?
think.
saving throw, yeah. Saving throw.
Okay.
Let me check and see what Mug's range is. He may have a good shot at this.
Oh, you're good, Jogan. You fumble it a little bit, but you catch it and clasp it close. It's upside down in your hands as you catch it, and it was falling towards the floor, It looks like it was supposed to just appear on the altar.
Yeah. Ooh.
Lucky catch.
So now you have like a glowing blue liquid in a vial that just appeared as you touch this altar.
Does this detect magic see anything?
This
Yeah.
detect magic sees nothing at the altar, but this liquid is magic.
Yeah.
Hey, Maximus, I
Like
think
what-
this one might be worth checking out.
Yeah.
Should I cast
Yeah,
Identify on it?
I think this is worth that, yes. This just
Alright.
fell out of a magic altar. We need to know
Right.
exactly what it
From a
does.
former goddess of magic.
Okay. So you identify this as a liquid that allows the imbiber to gain the ability to cast the minor illusion cantrip at will.
Oh.
Ooh,
Oh, rad.
There you
useful.
have it. Anyone want this?
Anyone?
I certainly would benefit from an illusion ability like that, but hey, whoever wants it.
You'd probably benefit the most from that out of all of us.
If you're sure.
Any objections?
Oh.
Nope.
I wonder how much this would be worth, but fuck it. I will drink it, so I have the minor illusion now. Just forever.
Yep, forever. And as
Nice.
as you drink it, it's kind of like it doesn't taste like anything, but it feels like as you drink it, there's a spread of just not quite warmth, not quite cold, just a sensation that tingles all the way through your nerves until it dissipates.
It just does the Studio Ghibli vibrate for a moment from top to bottom, hair poofing out a little. Then it settles. That was weird.
Isn't he bald except for his beard? So it's just his beard.
He has a slick back white hair, so it kind of puffs
Oh,
out
okay.
too. He does have a very poofy kind of. He has the beard that the lead singer of System of a Down has, kind of puffy and square looking. So it frizzes
Yeah.
out big time.
Surges.
Yep.
But also as you like fumble that and try to catch it, you hear somebody open the door over here. And they peek out.
Ooh.
And they look down the hallway and go, "Hi! Can I help you?" All three of you that were at the public execution see the same man that you saw burn to death.
What was his name?
Zahn.
He was, that's interesting. And he was, well, Algron wouldn't know, but he was a red wizard, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Cole tilts his head and then goes, looks like the pyromaniac.
Didn't you get burned at the stake?
What?
Did you guys kill this guy?
No.
What?
No.
Oh,
We
is that
walk-
why you didn't come back?
Are you a clone?
Oh, that's why you didn't come back. Hi, do you know what a simulacrum is?
Oh, what did Joggin know?
I have worked for some pretty powerful wizards. I think I would have a good chance of knowing that too.
Yeah, I
Because-
mean, I think anybody that studies enough magic would know what a simulacrum is.
Shit.
Joggin's magic was involuntary, so I don't think he would.
Well, I have spellcasting skills, so and Maximus would too. So probably have heard of it. It's just like, oh, the really advanced, like duplicate yourself magic.
Because he's known and dealt with Fae, I'm going to say it's funny that Cole knows.
That's fair. So, yeah, Yeah, hi. We were wondering why he
Wow.
didn't come back.
We?
Mm.
Yeah, just come in. He waves you in. I promise I'm not
Can I
gonna kill
ins-
you.
Can I insight this man?
Sure, go ahead.
If he even is a man and not another clone. All right. Oh, wrong tab. There we go.
Let's see.
Eh. Come on, you got this.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
Oh,
he's not trying to hide shit.
Huh.
He's a simulacrum. Oh, Pecoria, get out of there.
so I can tell
That
he's a
was an accident.
simulacrum. So I can tell that the simulacrum.
And he's also not going to do anything to harm you because he's just like, I think we need to talk.
Oh, he's not the original. I don't think there's a thought going through his head that he's not supposed to have. I think we're okay.
So you walk in, and there is another man in here you've never seen.
oh, I zoomed in. He's dead.
He is certainly dead. That is an undead warrior in studded leather armor. Its dead gray flesh drawn tightly over its bones, and its face locked in a terrible scowl.
It is a red wizard, so I don't know what we were expected.
And the other guy is the guy that you just a while ago you watched get burned at the stake, which is unpleasant. So,
I will also specify that Mug is hanging off of the ceiling, just in case.
gotcha. So, burned at the stake, you said? Why?
Yeah, why? I'm curious.
According to the locals, he was burning people.
He just kind of goes, like, sucks in a breath through his teeth. He's like, oh, that's why the others didn't come back, too.
The
How
others?
many of you have there been?
Well, not wizards or anything. We hired, like, some adventurers to help us find this place and look through it, and then they all left. And they didn't come back. Well, how can I help you? He just kind of claps his hands together in front of him and goes,
So, just from that nat 20 earlier, I can sense this guy is incapable of duplicitous actions, basically.
basically, he is a simulacrum, and you know that he can't actually learn anything
Mhm.
other than what he already knew when he was created.
Noted. All right. Just kind of motions over at Joggin and taps on the temple to kind of gesture, talk to me in the brain.
Mm-hmm. What's up?
This is the simulacrum of the guy. The original might have perished already, in which case he's literally incapable of learning anything. I don't think he's even capable of having a creative thought. I wouldn't worry
Okay.
too much about him. Just don't do anything to overtly antagonize him, and you should be okay. Can't speak
Yeah.
about the bony guy over there, though.
True. We did meet Saldor, our friend.
Indeed, it's just I don't know him yet.
There he is.
Hmm.
There. This is what they look like. I had to.
Kritos.
Yeah, this is Krintas. Don't mind him. He's just like that. What you believe is a white kind of scowls a little more, which you didn't think his face could do.
Wow. I aspire to that level of scowl. All right, so you said someone burned the stake? Were they the original or another copy?
Oh yeah, that was him. He dead. He's definitely dead. That was the actual guy.
Dumbass.
He looks briefly insulted. Are you here for, like, a reason? Or... You're not here to, like, kill me, are you? That would change our
No.
working relationship.
We have no reason to kill you.
I mean, like, he
Even if,
gestures to
even
his head where he's got, like, a tattoo on his head of red wizards.
We have no reason to kill you at the moment.
I don't really know what that means, so
Let's keep it that way. And he makes finger guns at you.
can that nat 20 insight apply that is very clearly him hiding something unfavorable?
That is him being awkward as fuck.
You hear
Just
jogging in your head go, Red Wizards are kind of got the same rep as like Menzo Berens and no, he wouldn't know what Menzo Berens is. You go, he got the same rep as like Drow do. A lot of people pissed off at him.
Oh, well. He just internally says, well, in that case, I'd say that he's already gotten what he deserved. And now this guy's left here to be alone, to never be able to learn a single thing ever again. What a joyless way to go. Knowing that your copy's gonna sit there dumb as a lump for the rest of time. Well, see what you can learn from him, I guess. I don't have experience. I was not there for the aforementioned burning.
Who was it we were sent to find here? We were looking for, what was her name?
You were looking for this guy.
Oh, right.
You thought you could find, like, his research after you told Valine that he was dead. She's like, oh shit. Maybe he left some stuff back there.
Oh, okay. So Jai will be like, oh yeah. So, Valine.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
so, when she learned that you died, told us to come try checking out here, see if we could rustle up his research.
He kind
Continue
of
on the work.
perks up and goes, research on what he was doing here, or what?
Kind of gestures to the building around. I think just netheril stuff. Again, it's been weeks, so I can't remember what the specifics was.
It was specifically you're here for a way to stop the endless winter, and you think that the Netherese stuff would be able to help you, and possibly the location of
Wherever Alriel is holed up, I believe.
Yeah, wherever Alriel's holed up.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Okay. His research into the long winter Oriel and potential stuff that maybe the Netherese left behind that we can use against her. Hey, what was he working on? If that wasn't it.
So he was working on, like, trying to find the rest of this place, and he just kind of, like, holds his hands out wide and goes, welcome to the lost fire of Netheril.
Oh, so it was a terror that got dropped. That would explain why it's upside down.
We're trying to get to the rest of it.
Oh. So the ancient people had shit taste.
He just kind of looks at you like...
I think bad taste is eternal.
But, so...
Says the guy with the neon hair.
I can't learn anything, but he knew this when he made me, so I can tell you that Ariel and getting to the rest of the city are connected somehow.
Mm.
I could literally read his research and not be able to tell you anything. I can't learn it.
Could you give us the research? Can no, but his friend who sent us here, she probably knows the code.
Valine?
I know a few ciphers. I could give it a shot, but yeah, not really.
Yeah, it'd be mostly us bringing everything back to her so she could decipher it.
Well,
Unless there's anything here that might be useful for us personally.
he's like, you're welcome to do that, but, if you help me, I can help you.
How?
So I'm a simulacrum, right? This
Correct.
tower is a fragment of the Netherese city. On the lowest level of this tower is a chamber that can turn illusions into reality.
Mhm.
I need a
I
life
explain
spark of
that.
a living creature to activate it. And both of us are basically dead. You're not. If you can help me turn that on, I will basically become real. And I can read that research for you.
Do all of our eyes collectively squint?
Can you do an insight check on that, please?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Do it.
Okay.
Anything
There it
pinging
is.
is magic. Besides, him and the white.
Anything in this room magic? There's like a little amulet on the ground that kind of looks like there's a little bit of magic on it.
Pick it up. Right, I didn't mean to interrupt the insight.
Okay, so all these insights are higher than what he seems incapable of lying.
Jog is distracted. Ooh, shiny.
Yeah, you're not sure
Okay.
what sort of amulet this is. It doesn't like radiate magic of its own. It's just magic.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to do anything. But yeah, this guy doesn't seem to be capable of lying.
Just looks at the simulacrum and Cole's gonna say, if you become real, will you become the man you were made from, or would you become something else?
Like it wouldn't. He just kind of like is trying to explain it, but he's like almost incapable because this is a new thought. He can't learn.
Gotcha.
Maybe that's not something I can answer either way.
Hmm.
Might be my own person. I might get his soul. I can't actually tell you.
This makes a low grunt. It's very much like didn't like the sound of that grunt.
The white grunts back at you.
Locks eyes for a minute, narrows gaze. Yeah, it's gonna have a staring contest with an undead. Fuck off.
Yeah, go for it. He'll deliberately look you in the eyes and slowly grunt again.
Grunts back. Grunts louder
Like-
this time.
Like the two dogs growling at each other in the dog park.
So, I have these books here, if you want to look through them. Can anybody read Elvish? Because I can't. I don't know what it says.
He just turns to and goes, yes, I can read Elvish.
There you go, because I can't.
Yeah,
So
I know common and halfling.
So
You don't
he
get very far near the Feywild
No
if you
comment.
don't.
I know Common and Dwarvish.
okay. So he hands you 4 books. One of them is the one in Elvish is the Lost Scrolls of Sibril.
Okay.
It's a scholarly tome. It copies and analyzes fragments of 8 ancient scrolls left behind by a sun elf wizard who taught magic to the cloud giants of Astoria, a bygone empire that collapsed 40,000 years ago.
Damn.
The second one that somebody opens is Here Lies the King. It's an elaborately plotted novel featuring an illusionist who uses magic to impersonate a prince, supplant a king, rule a fictional kingdom for 61 years, and fake his own death. There's one called Ventatost. This book uses testimonials and conspiracy theories to piece together events leading up to the destruction of a Netherese city called Ventatost, which disintegrated as it flew over the forest of Cormenthir nearly 2,000 years ago, before the fall of Yithrin.
Wait, is that the city we're going after? Or looking for, maybe?
Maybe. And the last one is From Shadow Substance. This speculative work discusses how one might harness the weave to turn an illusionary object or creature into its real counterpart, with commentary and criticism from noteworthy Netherese illusionist.
That one in particular I want to hear about, since it seems like what we're dealing with.
So, like, the writer believes that this could be done. He believes that he could take the illusion and make it real. All the commentary and criticism that you read says it's impossible. And they're tearing this guy apart, like making fun of him in the notes that were probably, like, from actual good illusionary wizards.
Wow.
But, like, specifically, what does it say on the on the hypothetical of what would this illusion made real become? Like, would it be its counterpart, or if that's ever touched upon?
There's, like, speculatory on if it's, like, somebody who died, that they might get a fragment of the soul and become the person. But then there's, like, another comment or two that say that it's more likely that it would just become that person up to where they were in life and then go on to be completely different.
Okay. Now, Cole's gonna hand out this. Are they all in Elvish, by the way? I forgot to
No,
mention.
it's just
Yeah.
the first one. It's just the Lost Scrolls of Sibril.
All right, Cole's mostly interested in that because if we're gonna possibly make this guy real, I want to know. He wants to know if he's dealing with somebody completely new, or if he has to stab a pyromaniac.
Oh, remember that Zahn didn't kill anybody before, until after he left this place. So this simulacrum is completely innocent of any of that.
Oh, I know, but like if he's getting part of its soul and basically becoming the same guy, he's might have the same impulses. That was kind of Cole's reasoning. But if it's like more likely he's going to become his own thing, whatever. Cole's okay with realizing the illusion.
Yeah, it's more likely that he would just be filled with enough weave to make its own soul.
All right. Okay. That was Cole's main worry on the make a real boy plan.
Be a real boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Do you wanna try it?
For what?
Like he's asking you guys. Do you want to try that, or do you just want to take the research yourself?
What are your
Look at the-
thoughts?
Given the risks of him becoming the pyromaniac are minimal to near none, I don't see a reason not to.
True.
He's just like he looks really excited. He's like, please, please. You're the only living
I wish-
things that have been down here. Well,
All
except
the
for
energy of a little kid asking if his parents will get him an Xbox.
Oh, I should tell you though. It's downstairs. But also downstairs is a basilisk.
Algren briefly gets that I want it look on his face again.
Like, it shouldn't be that much of a problem, but it's there. Like, it's right in the room below us when you go down the tunnel.
Interesting. I can't actually tame a basilisk right now anyway, but there is that brief little moment of interest. Like, now that I recognize.
Before we leap into the jaws of the snake, we should probably look over these books before we lose the chance.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can have them.
Also,
Take them, please.
Well, okay. Well, I guess I'll keep the scroll since I'm the only one who can read it.
You are literally giving me life.
so quick. You know what this is? Holds the medallion up, the amulet.
Uh. He like takes it and looks at it and goes, I think that this is supposed to be for like an activation. You have to attune to it to see what it does. I can't tell you exactly what it is. It activates something.
Okay. Dragon will take that, and next time it gets a chance, try to tune it. Or actually, Maximus, do you have another identifying you?
I do.
If this is activating something in the wizard's tower, this might be important to know.
Okay.
All right.
If you put this on and attune to it, you will be able to find the shield guardian that it is the activation rune for.
Jagged immediately puts it on.
Oh, fuck.
As soon as you
That's
attune to this,
That's a pretty powerful thing, yeah.
you will know
Didn't
the
think it was
distance
gonna
and
be this.
direction of the shield guardian.
Oh,
Look, there's fighting a basilisk, and then there's curb stomping a basilisk.
But you do have
I
to
mean, if it's
attune
here.
to it to find.
yeah. Yeah, Dragon will put that on, and next time we get a chance, we'll attune to it. So, sorry, I'm out of game, kind of geeking out because I've literally always wanted to find one of these in a game.
It's no problem. That's what it's here for. Right, so, would you like
People
our
don't
help?
mind Dragon immediately calling dibs on that. It's just like, ooh.
Well, I mean, you have to attune to it to find it, so.
Yeah.
Would you like us to help you? with the basilisk. I can't really do anything.
You,
I used all my spells and I can't get them back.
yeah. Do we know about fighting basilisk?
I would know. I'm from the Underdark. It's like
Hold on.
petrification. Nasty stuff.
Hmm.
Not especially tanky things. You can do some damage to them easily enough. Just be careful looking at them directly. They can petrify. It's not an immediate effect. There's much stronger creatures that can do it, but just be careful.
So yeah, Zahn's simulacrum tells you that it's directly in the room where the tunnel goes down. He says it crawled in like a week ago, probably looking for things to eat.
Crawl in.
Oh, you know what you should name your Perryton? Sorry, I just thought of this.
Hmm?
Steve.
And what?
You should name your Perryton Steve.
Steve. Why not? All right. If you are fighting a basilisk, the only thing I can recommend is avoid direct eye contact. You may have to blindly swing at it. Not the safest thing. But getting bitten by it is something you can walk away from. Getting petrified, not much can cure that. Unless you have some really, really high, powerful clerics as among your friends.
Looks to Maximus.
I don't think I'm quite that powerful.
Well,
Well, first off, we should find where that's.
I mean, if we don't mind waiting for me to attune, I can do that real quick.
We're not in a crunch.
Because
Anything
the only thing I have
helps.
attuned, I think I don't have anything attuned anymore. I don't have the Psy Crystal.
If you wanted to attune to that, I will let you. I just have to find out where that thing is.
Oh. Wait, what if that's what dug its way out?
I think it dug its way in, actually.
Or
No, as soon as that
true.
as soon as that attunes to you, I'm just gonna put you on this map real quick. This Icewind Dale map. As soon as it attunes, you snap your head up through the rock, and you can feel where it is. It's out in Icewind Dale, around here.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Oh. Feels like it's closer back to the Black Cabin.
Yeah, there goes that plan. I guess we got to kill the bat.
Let me make a mark right here for you.
That would be backtracking basically the entire way we came.
Yes.
Which, knowing our luck, we would definitely run into the dragon again.
So you're guessing now that, yeah, that's right. The shield guardians probably what punched through all of these layers.
Oh. I was blindly guessing.
Now that you know and you can examine it, it's kind of like that would be the sort of hole that something the size and shape of a shield guardian would make.
Mm.
But you know where it is, and you can go find it afterwards.
Nice. That would be helpful if we were going to be going to, more Netheril ruins.
If you are endeavoring to go after the things as powerful as you say you are, all the help you can get is good.
Also, Dragon being a halfling, he can ride around on its shoulders instead of Maximus's. Maximus could make him like a Master Blaster type, like shoulder seat.
Just make it like the caterpillar loader from Aliens. This little half.
Caboose.
And just hand you our laser rifles.
Oh my
God.
god.
Wear the thing like armor.
Okay, you gremlins, what are you doing?
Yeah, gotta
Scheming.
go-
I
go
can
kill
hear you
Basilisk, I
scheming.
guess.
We're gonna
Gotta
kill a
kill the
god.
best.
That's our strategy. We just have you fight her like like Iron Man. All will leave behind.
So, Cole, I don't want to like throw you to the lizards, but you want to go down first and start swinging blindly?
Yes, I can do that.
I'll be right behind you. I will try to pick it off. See if I can snipe at it. I can have Mug running flanking as well. Mug can hide his eyes really easily.
Get rid of them.
So, slide down, Cole.
Mm-hmm.
You slide down, and you immediately see the basilisk curled up on the floor. It hears you come down and is starting to turn. Go ahead.
Rage and avert gaze.
All right.
I'm gonna send Ophicoria down.
Okay. I'm trying to find a good. I think this one. There we go. All right. Cole, roll for initiative.
Yes'm. Five. How the fuck that happened?
Did I as well for Ophicoria?
Yeah, I said Mug would go down as well.
Right.
Well,
Everybody
Although
can
Mug-
roll for initiative, I think.
Yep. Well, Mug technically goes right after me, so he'll just be my initiative count.
Same.
14.
I guess barbarians don't have advantage on initiative until later. What the fuck?
That's weird.
But it's like relative. I mean,
thought
it's
it was-
late, but it's not that late.
Yeah, I thought you'd have it by now. You're level 7.
Danger sense.
No, danger sense is for.
All right.
Yeah.
Next saves.
Hand. Yeah. Feral instinct. I should have it.
Yes, I level. Yeah, you have advantage. Just roll it again, I guess.
Roll
Yeah,
again.
It says my initiative. It says I have it on by. It says I already have it on.
Just roll it again. You should have advantage.
It does. It's built into it. Looks like I.
That doesn't seem right. I've had a character that had an advantage on initiative before. It showed 2 rolls.
Yeah, I guess.
It looks like it
Oh.
combined them. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a weird roll, but yeah, just do it again.
That's
There we
better.
go.
Yeah, for some reason it read it as 2d20.
yeah. I see what it's.
It's just,
Yeah, the coding and it got weird.
it's just being
Yeah.
roll 20
Yeah.
again.
When
Let
I-
me just undo it for a second.
Yeah, I thought that looked wrong. 'Cause when I played as a Marsh, Herringons have advantage. He had 2 rolls.
I need to get that
Switch
for
it
you
back
guys.
to see if it's just. Okay. I'm just seeing if I can fix it. Yeah, it seemed to fix it. I think.
Super weird.
Looks like it rolled a double 19. Eh?
It's just combining them together when it counts. I'm not. That's weird.
It's not. I just rolled the same roll twice. Okay. It seems to have fixed itself.
It's also saying keep highest one.
Yeah, keep highest one.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna give you the 13 that you rolled.
That's fine. I think the first one was correct. They just have a new way to show it, which is reads like dog shit.
Yeah, it's bad. I don't like it.
Okay.
So Ofakori is down there. Mug is down there. Alright. So Ofakoria and Mug can go. The rest of you have to slide down for the next round.
All right.
So
I'm gonna stay
Ofakoria.
up here.
So is this like a surprise round? Or otherwise I'd need to wait until I got down there for Mug to go anyway, because Mug can only go after me.
Oh,
Oh, you all can just slide down there. Go for it.
All right.
Dragon's
I-
staying up.
I will slide down, just in case. Yoink.
Would you like to go down, Maximus?
I would.
I'll move aside for you.
Where'd I go?
Dragon's staying up. He's gonna fight the Ofakoria.
Good call. If a son gets petrified, you've got someone who can run and retreat.
Alright. So technically Ofakoria can go
Hello?
first. But
No, go ahead.
Hello?
hello?
Hello.
So,
Yes? Can everybody hear?
I
Mhm.
can.
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't hear for a minute. My computer won't mute. It does that sometimes.
Discord
Discord.
likes to do that too.
Yep.
If everybody's good now, Ofakoria can go. And
Okay. She's going to pull her eyes back into her head, and this will probably be a disadvantage, but the quick touch. Hey,
that still hits. So Jesus.
15.
15.
Nice.
Dog is just up there, and it's like, okay, good luck. I'll be up here.
Alright. Okay, Maximus can go. You all slid down here.
Alright. I am going to avert my eyes, but I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
And even so, if people don't have advantage to hit it, can't see it, it'll
Make a straight
essentially
roll.
cancel out the disadvantage.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, that hits. Get it. Jesus.
Hard hits. Wow, that was a straight up min maxi roll. 2 6s and 2 1s.
Okay. Elrond.
Yes. All right. Oh, the thing about Tamer, you have a ton of options. All right. Averting my gaze. It's got guiding bolt, so this is a straight roll. Fuck it, we're trying to take this thing out fast. Laser rifle.
Jesus Christ. It's
Say hello to my little friend.
Lord. Good fucking Christ.
That's actually a pretty damn good roll for that. And I will order Mug. Alright. Gotta pull up Mug sheet now. Jump tabs. Mug, I will command to. Now that ability would hit everyone else. Mug will avert his gaze, jump in, and he will do both of his attacks. Disadvantage in this case. 11 probably does not hit.
No, that does not hit.
So tongue misses, goes in for the bite. 17.
That will hit.
All right. 13 acid, as well as an additional d6. The turn order here so I can do that. Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Still up. Does not look great.
We just jump down and fuck this thing up. It's got a mimic chomping onto its body.
Fucking Christ.
Hmm.
Okay, Cole.
So bonus action to shift, and then I'm gonna stab it a bunch.
Okay.
First swing. Oh, I mentioned I was going reckless, so it gives me a normal.
Normal
It gives me normal instead of disadvantage,
That,
but 11 doesn't hit.
yeah. That misses.
All right. Okay, for my next 2 attacks, go claws. 14.
That will hit.
Right. Dab plus rage, and then the second
That
19,
hits.
much better. Plus
Okay.
rage.
How do you want to kill it?
It's literally just claws across the throat.
We literally just bushwhacked this thing.
You just dropped down and like fucked up this dude's day.
It's funny
Good.
because the attack methods were largely the same from just different groups. Ophicoria swoops down and uses necrotic magic, and Mug jumps on and starts melting its flesh with an acid bite. Then it gets hit with 2 beams of radiant energy, and then it just gets cut in the throat. This thing literally had no chance.
Fucking Christ. Okay.
Don't fuck around with petrification.
All right.
Ooh.
So, combat over.
I would like to harvest this
Probably
creature.
close. It's like, you guys good?
Yep,
Good.
it's dead.
I'm gonna drag it over here so you can harvest it. Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Could
I'll help.
Overcoria provide assistance? Oh, okay.
I'll provide aid in this instance.
Right. Fucking person.
I would love to get some of the teeth. These are good bragging rights where I'm from.
All right. That is a damn good survivor roll. So you can get the teeth, you can get the claws, and you can get the eyes and skin it.
Very nice.
And
Yeah,
any
it's
other organs that might be worthwhile in a basilisk.
It did not get a chance to bite us. Could I get its venom glands?
Sure. That's a freaking
Alright.
roll, so.
Yep, I want its venom glands to see if I could potentially make them into poison later.
Just
Not
nods.
technically the same thing, but D&D logic.
Cole just nods and pops out the gland and hands it over, processing it.
Wicked laugh as he puts it in the jar. Oh, sick. Oh, I've been a long time since I've killed one of these. You all did really good.
Goggin pops into the other room. It's like, Blizzard's dead.
Okay, awesome. And
Jesus, that took like 6 seconds.
he's gonna run down and slide down and go, wow, that was really fast.
Cole's busy just cutting a strip of meat off it and just, chomping on it.
That's disturbing. And he goes out the door here. He goes, okay, follow me.
Man, I got to tame a parrot and kill a basilisk. I'm having a great day now.
Oh. Cole did hand you a bunch of the teeth,
Yep,
since you asked for it.
he's got it. He's gonna make some stuff out of that.
I have so much crap in my inventory I need to sell or do something with.
All right, show us your ways, Magic Man.
Okay. So, as soon as you walk in here, the walls are inscribed with interconnected runes and marred with cracks. What is now the ceiling bears similar inscriptions that swirl inward, converging around a golden crystal disc 5 feet in diameter. And
Take it, that's important.
here it is. If we do this right, and I stand underneath this thing, it should, make me real.
How is it activated?
So,
Oh, right. There's that whole blood sacrifice thing, and we just killed the only other thing around.
it's not really a blood sacrifice. It has to, a living creature has to work the thing. So what I know about it is what Zahn knows about it, and that wasn't much. But if you want to just look at the controls and see if you can figure it out.
I want him to do one more insight to make sure that he's not secretly trying to, like, steal one of our souls. A 14.
If it does steal souls to make things real, he has no idea about it, and he's not trying to do that to you. He just knows that a living thing has to work the controls because he and Krintas can't make it function.
Well, let me go ahead and do it.
You sure?
Cole's just gonna go over to the controls. I'm assuming they're in this room with the mage.
There are. And
Right.
you can also study them for a minute, and then...
Yeah, he's definitely did that.
Yeah.
But you do have to roll an Arcana.
I will attempt. This looks important. Wow.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I've had a bad roll tonight.
Okay, damn. So,
Careful, Roll20 just heard you.
Yeah.
I've already gotten through the combat, so, you know. I have a Periton now. Roll20 can't hurt me.
you can tell that yet the purpose for all of these is to transform illusionary creatures and objects into real ones. You can also tell that, yes, the rune chamber can't produce magic items, animated objects, constructs, or undead. A life spark is needed to turn an illusionary creature into a physical one. Acting much like a spark of electricity, it gives the room the jolt it needs to complete the transformation. The cracks in the walls have damaged enough of the runes to compromise the room's magic, which might give rise to unexpected results.
How bad are these cracks?
They're damaged enough that you're sure that it will still work, but it might just have weird side effects. You're not entirely sure what kind of side effects, but they might be bad.
So, looking over the simulacrum, when you were made, were you aware of these cracks and what they meant?
No.
Shit. Just looks over at the others. He's not going to remember any of this anyway. Very real chance of some nasty side effects thanks to the structural damage.
I could patch them up slightly.
That wouldn't fix the runes.
Well, I could work a small area. I could work a small area of it. Something about and he makes like a square with his hands that's about 5 feet each side. I don't know what that would do though.
If it mitigates the chances, who knows? I can't say for sure. If it's done through an electrical sort of spark, you need some kind of conductor.
Perhaps lightning rod of some kind, or
Something that conducts electricity. Something wet, maybe?
I could make something like that.
No, it's literally a living person touching these crystals.
Okay. It's not going to have any adverse effects on us, but it might have adverse effects on him. I don't know what kind, I can't promise.
Well,
Are you prepared? Yeah.
He's not going to remember any of that information. He didn't know it beforehand.
Algron, you know what I need?
You just gotta touch it and say a prayer, I guess.
And you both should move out of the room first.
You know what? I just drank like some kind of really magic potion. Maybe I'm a bit more alive than everyone else right now.
I'm from the Feywild. And that.
You sure that's gonna help in this instance?
No. But I'd much rather you not be in the direct pathway of whatever this is.
It's very kind, but I'm an assassin. I put my life on the line every day.
Just shrugs. Who doesn't?
Lots of people, actually.
I feel
Otherwise,
like that's
I
a
wouldn't.
lie.
If people didn't put their lives on the line that much, I would be out of a job. They wouldn't need people to put other people in danger.
You're aware people go outside, right?
Yes, and for the large part, they live in places where that doesn't happen. And I'm from the Underdark. Plenty of things eat people there.
This is not a place like.
If you insist. Just saying, if anything bad happens, don't say that I didn't try to help or volunteer.
And I am the most likely to survive if something goes wrong.
Joggin is just watching this in amusement.
Just kicks it through the door. Jog, get the fuck out. Sorry.
Ah,
Fuck out of here.
I'm joking. He just like lightly taps you and says, alright. Alright, put the hand on
Okay.
Crystal. Let's fire up this death machine.
Okay. hand
Closing
on
the
Crystal.
door.
Roll me a D100.
Fuck yeah. Let's go. Shitty rolls.
Here
roll
we
high, roll
go.
high, or roll
Whoa.
low.
Yes!
Oh.
Yes! Yes! You did it! So,
That worries me more than anything else, honestly.
Oh no, excited DM.
so
Yeah.
the runes around the room hum to life, and the golden crystal above the guy glows and like beams down on him like a daylight spell. And as you watch, you see him kind of like crunch up a little bit, like he has to put his hands over his face to not blind himself.
Mm.
But as you watch, his physical being suddenly looks like it's more real. Like you didn't notice at first, but he looked kind of unnatural. His skin didn't look real. His hair didn't look like it was actual hair. But as you watch, it just kind of like flows down on him, this light. And his hair starts to look like hair, and his skin starts to look like skin. Even his clothes start to look more real. And as soon as that effect hits the end of his body on the floor of on his shoes, the crystal suddenly busts. Like it pops like a burnt out light bulb. The runes flicker and shut off. But standing in front of you is a real person.
Cole's gonna reach out.
He takes his hands away from his eyes, and you notice now his eyes have color. You didn't notice before. They were like a washed out gray. They are now bright blue.
Kind of looking him over and goes, any urge to burn people alive?
No. Why would I do
Oh.
that?
Then I'd consider this a success.
And he's like patting himself, like he puts his hand on his chest and he's like, I have a heartbeat. Oh god, that's weird. Holy shit, it worked!
It's a boy.
Mazel tov.
New guy just dropped.
Cole's
Go
gonna
on,
move back
champ.
over. Cole's gonna move back over to the door and open it, and like, appears we have a success.
Yes.
Congratulations. I think.
Though, which town was he executed in?
I think it was Bryn
Draconic,
Shander.
isn't it?
Let me see.
No, it wasn't Bryn
It
Shander.
wasn't Bryn Shander. It was East Haven.
Yeah, it was one of the
Ah.
bigger cities. It was near the lake.
This is all good, and this is all good. I'm glad to see it worked, but I'd advise you to stay away from East Haven.
Yeah, your face is known.
Nice to
And
know.
and I imagine we'll have to do some, I guess, clearing up of this whole situation, being that, clearly you're not the person who was killed in East Haven, but you do look much like him.
I'd always say
I'd also make sure, if you want my advice, does he have any facial hair?
He
The guy, let me
sort
look
of
up the
has
guy.
like scruffy beard.
I'd shave that off if I were you, and get rid of that tattoo also,
you could always say that you
or at
are
least
related.
find a way to cover it up. Yes, an unrelated twin brother. We that could work. That could work. Unrelated twin brother. I mean, you could say we had a twin brother who he never talked much about, and that's you, I guess.
He was a wizard who stalked the wilds and did hellacious things. I doubt anyone asked his parentage.
Joke. Oh well, okay. So, questions. The research. And I'm not gonna move you around. He's just gonna go and get the research for you, and he's gonna lay out anything that you want to ask him. Yes, kitty. Hold on. So anything you want to ask him.
And first and foremost, does he the how to turn off the weather or get to a place that could turn off the weather?
And he flips through the notes, and you can see that it is indeed in a cipher. He goes, yeah, here. So the Lost City, the rest of the city, it has a mythalar in it. If you turn it on in a very wide radius of 50 miles, wherever you turn it on will be permanently shielded from this sort of magic. The problem is, and I'm going to put you on to the Icewind Dale map so he can, because he has one and he's pointing it out to you. All the way over here, the glacier. You see this big glacier over here? And he's pointing.
Oof, edge of the map.
Yeah, all the way over there. So, like here.
That is gonna take. That could take weeks.
And the problem is, and he kind of sheepishly goes, we kind of need something called the Codicil of White. And the only way to get that is to go where Ariel is. You have to go to her island.
Island.
The island of Solstice, where she makes her lair.
Well, we know she is, which one of the questions answered.
I can tell you how to get there. There's several ways to cross to it. Anjuna can take you. You could fly. If you're crazy, you could ask Arveatress.
Oh,
But the only way we're getting through that glacier,
Who's a Beatrice?
the ancient white dragon.
I had
Oh.
a feeling.
Okay.
Honestly, that's not the craziest idea.
You've
Yeah,
lived through
we
two
beat
enca-
her.
we've
You've
met
lived
her a
through
few
two
times.
encounters with her. Just to like, hey, remember what we said?
Would you mind helping us end all this?
Did
The
say
only
she
way
didn't
we're
like it.
getting through that glacier at all is finding that book.
So we have to
Fantastic.
get to Oriel's place, steal the book from her, get to the glacier in order to defeat her later on?
Well,
Or am I just misunderstanding?
defeat her? Maybe. We're aiming for the Mythalar in the city to make a bubble of winter-proof weather, I guess. And he's flipping through.
Oh.
It's like, yeah, that. If we turn that on in the middle of 10 towns, it would cover them, protect them from Ariel.
Telepathically to the group. That's probably what that sunstone thing was part of that experiment.
Would not surprise me.
I mean, and he flips through the notes again, and he's like, whatever Ariel is doing, it's taking a lot of power, I guess? So, you could just try to beat up a god.
Do you
I
think
think-
she's using the Mythalar?
I don't think so. I think she's using her own strength.
They're saying with most of her power, there is a chance for mortals to come in and defeat her.
You can't permanently kill a divinity. They always come back. That certainly would buy
No.
us a lot of time.
But it weakened her substantially.
If she's using her power to keep this place locked in eternal winter, then yeah, that would take a lot. That would sound still risky, though, because, she hasn't taken a break from doing this the entire time.
And it's only getting stronger, which does mean she's only...
If it's getting stronger, that just means she's pouring more energy into it.
Exactly.
It also had more of that energy to burn even after this long. So just saying, don't underestimate that even with this condition.
We
I-
can plan to steal the book, and if we have the chance, attack her.
Yeah, I would steal the book and run, personally, but I also just came to life, and I'd like to, at least see what drinking is.
Here. Joggin will reach in and pull out some of the moonberry hooch, the moonshine, the moonberry moonshine.
Oh, my first new experience! And he drinks it and goes,
Oh,
oh, it's good.
slow. That'll make you go blind if you drink too much too fast.
Oh boy.
It's a potion of blindness if you're not careful.
Noted. Interesting, though.
And a potion of kill your liver. Yeah, I taught kobolds how to make it.
It is technically poison, but you drink enough of it, it's fun.
Also, the berries come from a sentient bush.
I have an idea.
Hmm?
I have an idea.
Hmm.
Well, like I mentioned, since Dazan was killed in East Haven, he should probably stay some distance away from there. And we've been hiring quite an interesting host of folks. So, if you're up to it, how'd you like a job?
Oh, well,
At
I
least a
was...
place to stay, maybe.
Or at least a place to stay. Yes.
Place to stay would be good. I kind of want to see if I can, like, I want to go look at stuff. This is the only thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Looks over at the undead guy. It's like, he handle himself well enough to keep you safe out there, or like, do you like? Oh right, wizard. Do you have a spell book still? He wouldn't have given you a copy of his own spell book. That didn't get copied too, did it?
No, I would have to go find one.
Oh, I fucking you the East Haven folks burned that book too.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, I think I saw that among the kindlings.
Yeah, you're gonna need a new one if you're gonna be useful in a fight at all. So yeah, looks over at the undead guy's like, heart goes out to you.
He just kind of looks at you and goes,
Yeah.
Not East Haven, but I think I could find the spellbook in Brinchander? That's the other big one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not gonna burn me at the stake, right?
Just don't cause a scene. From what I saw briefly passing through it when I came up here, it's a varied place. Lots of different people go through there.
Okay,
They're a little more chill than East Haven.
I'll just pull my hat down, get my book, and head to where now? Where's your place?
Oh, show on the map.
Lonelywood.
Lonelywood.
Okay, good. That's a nice long trail, and I can look at things as I go up there. So, do you have
Watch out for a giant pale moose. They could be
Yeah,
a
I
little
was
temperamental.
just about to say. You will know when you see it. There's evil in its eyes.
I thought we were on good terms with that moose.
It is not evil.
It's just
Simply-
can be a little territorial, so just a fair warning.
It's a self-aware animal.
I won't mess with it. I wouldn't mess with a normal moose. I know what a moose is. I wouldn't mess with one.
Well, glad he at least taught you what a moose was. Or at least he knew what a moose was. Never mind.
Oh.
Well, What do we say to, that does raise another question. What do we tell Valine?
Oh, Valine?
Yeah. Or what could you tell us about her and the others? Or at least her. Do you know anyone else?
So
'Cause you came with the group, right?
I did.
She mentioned that. We met another member of them, that woman down in the study. You mentioned that.
So Valine, let me go through all three that are here, at least that I know of. Valine she's a necromancer, and she acted like cold and uncaring to the other two, but they didn't like her and she didn't like them. Like, the original copy of me and her got along okay, but she's hit and miss. If you make friends with her, she's good to you. If you don't, then she would rather you were a corpse that she could animate. Avarice? A tiefling? Is that the other one you met?
Oh.
I believe we
Well,
did
you-
meet her. I think that was back with
Yeah.
Gehrman, but yeah.
Yeah, you have the knife she had, and I have the wand.
Mm-hmm.
She's
I don't
paranoid.
have some of the others.
She's paranoid and hates everybody. Just keep that one in mind. She doesn't like anyone. Except for two
reminds me-
gargoyles. She likes them.
She has stone sense. But like my mother always said, paranoia, it'll destroy ya.
And the last one is Nas Lanthomir. She's a diviner. She likes to pry knowledge from others by reading their thoughts. She's
Have we
always looking
encountered her?
ahead and never behind, so she's just kind of like never in the moment. Doesn't think about things through all the way.
Are these people going to be a danger to us?
Well, and this is the DM reminding you. Valine told you that Nass was the one who massacred half of her kobolds and stole her shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And
Okay,
now she
yep,
doesn't know
remembering
where-
that detail.
Now she doesn't know where Nass went.
Saying, well, if we meet Nass, given what we've heard about the guy, that's 2 sources saying he's a douchebag.
Her.
If he's never she's a douchebag, well, if she's never looking behind, perfect place for a crossbow bolt to go.
If she hasn't gotten herself killed already, she's not... None of us make friends very well. Now that, I'm a person, I can admit that. My original kind of was a shitty shit.
Yes.
But, I will head up to Lonelywood after I get my book. If you need me for anything else, that's where I'll be.
Okay.
Well,
And yeah, and if you get there and we're not there, just let it, Saldor, right? Saldor, he's running the place in our absence.
Yeah.
Just let him know that you know us.
Okay, I'm gonna rest before I go anywhere. Like I said, I used all my spells, and I couldn't get any more because I wasn't real.
And now you don't have a book.
And I don't have a book. So I'm gonna rest before I leave. And
best of luck then.
he
If you're-
reaches over and grabs Cole's hands between his and is like, "Thank you so much."
You are welcome. Enjoy your new life.
If you run into anybody and they question you tomorrow specifically, you need to say, I was born yesterday.
Does that work?
Hmm.
I'll see if that works. And he awkwardly shuffles up the tunnel, and you hear him go shuffle back upstairs. It goes into his room.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm done. What do you want?
Is there anything else in this tower that we haven't searched?
Pretty sure this is all the rooms. I haven't seen another tunnel.
Yeah, there's this room down here that you open the door. It looks like a bedroom. It's everything's upside down. There's rotted blankets peeking out from underneath a mattress. There's a tall, cracked mirror mounted to the north wall. There's also a rime-covered human skeleton in the tattered shades of a nightgown.
2 people died here.
Oh, I have detect magic. I've just gotta look around and see if anything.
Okay. So there is something in here that is illusion magic. You can't quite see what it is. It's like a
Just say to the others, it's like, I think there's something hidden. Tastes like illusion magic in here.
if you go to where it is, you bump into something that you can't see.
Ow. Ow.
Search the room.
No, I think I found it. I bumped into something. What is it?
If you pat around, it feels like an invisible chest.
Yeah.
Oh my.
We push at the lock and see, or push at the latch, or is it locked?
It's locked.
Locked.
See if that key from before works.
And again.
put it in there, and it clicks open.
And
It makes a key for multiple chests.
kind of leans back and opens the chest.
He just looks at Cole for a second. He's like, have you seen the fashion sense of this place? They clearly were not right in the head, these netherreal folk.
Okay, so there is a book in there it just looks like it's floating. As soon as you open the chest, you see it, and it has the same symbol as your Shield Guardian's control amulet.
Oh, interesting.
But as soon as you open the chest and see that, the spell book, and you can tell it's a spell book, crumples into dust.
Oh. Gonna guess this thing hasn't been opened since this place crashed. How long ago is that? 2,000 years ago?
I think so.
At least.
Hmm. Well, now we have an invisible chest to drop on people.
Yeah, it's about 25 pounds if you want to pick it up.
Who wants to carry it?
I mean, funny joke, but I don't know if we could really like make use of an invisible chest without accidentally misplacing it. And,
I mean,
like, I don't
yep.
have dispel magic.
Hold on, let me check the wording of catapult.
It should work.
I don't have catapult anymore, but I just want to see if that applies to the weight. If you upcast it, I'm pretty sure that would work.
Yeah.
I have counterspell, but I don't have dispel magic.
Fuck it. I'll take the invisible chest. I have a barbarian. I have ridiculous carrying capacity.
Yep, if you upcasted catapult at 5th level, you could use that chest.
Well, now we have some place I can smuggle myself in. Wait, I have invisibility.
Like, well, if we need to hide something, it'd be useful. Just need to make sure we know where it is.
Okay.
Well,
So, you were able to get out of here fairly easy.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna see. Is there anything on the skeleton?
You
Or
want to
anything near it?
touch the skeleton and look?
You said that I was going to investigate the skeleton, but when you say you want to touch it, that as a DM, that's bait. Sure. I'll poke the skeleton.
Okay.
Wait, no, you went undead.
You poked the skeleton. You said you poked the skeleton. Okay. Let me see here. 1 second.
Algren's just busy looking out at the rocks.
Does 14 hit you?
Yeah, that's my AC.
Okay. So, you suddenly take 11 lightning damage as...
Ow! There goes my temp HP.
Oh no, you'll have to wait 24 hours.
Floats up out of the body that you've disturbed.
Ow! Oh,
Like
I'm sorry.
Like an angry yellow jacket.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. That was my bad. Elgin, do you want this one too?
Just looks over at it. Nah, it's not as cool as what I've got.
Just
should we
hold
shoot?
hands
Then
up and back away. Try to back away from this thing. Like, sorry.
It's very aggressively buzzing at you.
I'm gonna shoot at it.
Okay.
I'm
shoot
right
at-
next to it though.
Yeah. Chew.
He's...
It just goes right through it with no effect. It just hits the wall.
Okay. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh, why did I touch the skeleton?
This is why we don't go touching strange bones.
Sometimes the bones slap back.
You're about to get attacked by an angry bug. Just a particularly aggressive horsefly that has chosen you to torment this day.
But this thing does 11 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
I always thought Will-O-the-Wisps would make a good necromancer familiar. They're
Uh-huh.
just too powerful.
They are surprisingly strong, yes.
Alright, so it is the Will-O-the-Wisp's turn again, so
Mhm.
invisible.
Oh, okay, it's gone.
And then yeah, it doesn't. Nothing happens after that, and you don't know where it is in the room now.
Oh, great. Just, guys, there's an angry ball of lightning. Watch yourself.
Of course.
Cole, it's your turn.
All right. He's going to move next to Joggin, and then we'll hold action. If the wisp attacks Joggin, Cole's going to slap the wisp.
Okay. Jogging.
Mm-hmm.
What you doing?
Shoot. I don't know. If this thing shows up, I want to smack it with a spell.
Okay. You can hold an action to do that.
Yeah, if this thing shows up, I'll mind sliver it.
Alright. Algron.
Algron just looks around at the room, just looks at it like, God, of course you'd be an aggressive little pissant. You're even the color of piss. It's like, look what you did to this place. This was perfectly good rock. And you just managed to make it all terrible. You have continual flames that have been burning for thousands of years in here, and not a single thought for what that did to your economy. Vicious mockery.
Fucking
The
damn.
vicious mockery. Does that need like a line of sight?
Making the attempt. That is all that matters.
Creature you can see
Yeah.
within
Creatures that-
range. It would miss anyway, so.
That's fine. He still made the attempt. He's attempting to shit talk it to get it to show itself.
Okay.
And I have a bonus action still.
Okay.
I will command Mug to come in, get up on the ceiling, and you technically can attack invisible targets in the space they're in. It's just with disadvantage.
We don't know where they are, though.
Well, Mug will attempt to attack the space that it was in. Just in case.
Aggressively lick the air.
Just wiggles his tongue around like radar.
Okay. There is nothing there for him to hit.
Aw. Welp, it's not there. It's moved somewhere. Welp. Just pulls the laser rifle out. I wasn't that attached to this place anyway.
Cock it like that shotgun guy. Shame.
Yeah, hot fuzz.
Alright. Well, I'm going to do whatever everyone does when there's an enemy they can't see. I'm just going to cast Spirit Guardians and hope for the best.
All right.
That'll do it.
Is that a save?
It's wisdom, I believe.
Wisdom save.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it hits it.
Show yourself.
And there's a concentration for that. Nope. It loses concentration on its invisibility, so it pops up right here.
Mind sliver.
Hit it. Everybody that was holding actions to hit it can hit it now.
I already
out of my
used
range.
mine, so.
Okay, it takes that psychic damage. It takes a fucking lot of damage. Okay, so your mind sliver kills it. After the spirit guardians.
It's at me, I zap back.
As it fizzles out, Algren steps forward and just grinds the dust under the heel of his boot. See, you deserve so much worse.
Damn, dude. Alright. Those are really good spirit guardians use.
Thank you.
Murdered the shit out of it.
It's one of the best cleric spells for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Nice
unless-
job, everybody. See, no more touching bones.
Yeah, got it.
So unless you want to check out any of the rooms that you've already looked, you've gone through everything, you could I'll just say that you can just climb out of here and leave.
Oh, was there actually anything with the skeleton, or is it just
No,
Touch it again.
It was just a dead guy.
okay?
Some dead asshole.
Some dead asshole. Basically.
Well, who cares? Let's go.
So you climb out of the slippery slope back into Icewind Dale. So you have a couple things that you guys can do. Joggin knows that over in this direction is a shield guardian.
Yeah. Cut across.
We haven't been to Lonelywood in a little bit.
Yeah, you can go to Lonely Wood. You didn't ask, but you can ask Valine who Anjanook is, who can take you to the island that you need to go to. You know what you need to get through the glacier to get to the Lost City.
You can also talk to the dragon. See if she wants to carry us.
You can always still
Across
talk
the
to
lake.
the dragon. You know where her lair is. Anybody could tell you where that is.
Where on the map?
Over here somewhere.
Near the shoreline. Makes sense.
So, you have a lot to think about before we come back next time. But for now, I'll leave you on this map to contemplate.